Hey, what's good? What's good? Let me turn this music down a little bit. Just put it down. What's going on, y'all? I don't like that either. Put that like that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. What's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all for coming on in. It's been a while. I'ma just bring my man right on up. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to put this together for a little while, and I'm not gonna do all this formalities. I'ma just bring up my esteemed co-host. Hold up. Let me see something. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. My esteemed co-host, who is really going to be the engine for the show, and just salute, appreciate him for coming up and helping me out and guiding me through this. The Slanda God.
Oh man, hey.
What's good, homie? Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
My bad. What's good, player? Okay, getting all these back work out. What's good with you, G?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you feeling today?
I can't complain. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Still a little taken back, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you could tell him. I had a slip up when I came up on here, y'all. A brother saw the white man.
Oh man. But I took a blood oath. He had a camera slip. It was a good thing we weren't live, but I took a blood oath, and I cannot tell a soul.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. So we've been trying we've been trying to get this together for a minute, man. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see. I remember I told you I was going to go check out Primate. I didn't get a chance to see it, man.
That was a good one.
Really, I wanted to see it just to kind of pick your brain a little bit, but that's fine. We can figure it out another time. But just
I'll say for 2026, that set the bar high for horror movies.
really.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I will say that about Primate. It wasn't cheesy, wasn't cheap, wasn't just some. Here we go. That's hate, beautiful. That's hate. I thought Primate was good. Again, like I said, to me, it set the bar high. It hit all my check boxes for horror movies.
Oh, wait a minute. So let's see. It was so bad. It was funny. Wow. Okay. Anyway, salute. What's good, beautiful? What's good, Miss Murph? I know you said it's past your bedtime. I appreciate you.
Ah, yes, Miss Murph.
Joe, always good to see you. I said what I said. One of my favorites.
Miss Murph, go see it.
Of course, Raw in the building. Thank you for sharing it out, Raw.
Raw G, what's good, Miss Lady?
Clark had some fun with Clarky on a couple of panels the last couple of days. So
Clarky was a little spicy today. I was happy. I ain't never seen that one.
yeah, nah, she get with it. You know what I'm saying? She gets with.
I heard her cuss today.
She's with the business. You know what I'm
I
saying?
never heard that woman cuss. I heard her cuss today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play the lottery after this.
She would know. Yep. Okay. So what you gonna do? Would it be 1, 17, 26? Some of them numbers. That's the day you heard Clarky cussing,
right? Send you a little something, Clarky, if I win.
Don't believe it. What's up, DC?
Oh shit. Okay, you got the two streams. Oh, okay. I've never done the two lives at once. Now, okay, this is neat. How they right next to each other.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's weird. The times aren't synced, but it's neat. That's neat.
Yeah, and if you look at the comments in the chat where we at, the ones with the little phone next to it is the ones that's on the.
Look at that. All right, so you teaching me something. Okay, all right.
What the hell? What
come on. Trolls. We got the trolls.
How do you feel about Charlie Kirk? All right. I don't know. Who is that? Is Charlie Kirk, is he an Olympian or something? Who is that?
brother, you don't know you don't remember the Charlie Kirk situation?
I'm, I'm just trolling the
I
troll.
was about to say, damn. I mean, we can go there if you want. You feel me?
Listen,
Oh no, I ain't never seen this before. Right now, this is some fly shit. I only do the one. I don't do the two.
yeah. So when you do
That's
it,
neat.
because you got a whole nother, you can go into the setups, the layouts and stuff like that,
Oh
and
yeah, no, I'm
fix your
seeing it back
layouts the way you
here.
want it.
Oh no, this is dope. I'm gonna have to try that on my next one.
Ray said you high already.
Can I confirm or deny that?
Listen. There was a when he had the camera slip. There was a lot of smoke and a lot of coughing, and I'm not gonna say I know for sure what that was, but I'm assuming it might have been something.
Man, lying to y'all. Y'all know me. I don't cough. I'm a veteran. I'm a OG. No baby lungs over here.
Okay, all right. I'm
All
over.
right, so let's get to it.
Oh,
Where would you? How do you feel about this show? Where
oh,
would you? Huh?
so I'm a fan of the original one. I'm a fan of the new
The remake?
the 2017 2019. So this was good. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. There was some like there's a couple of like goofy things that happened.
Oh, I
Um,
can't wait to hear that.
no, I mean special effects wise.
Oh, okay, got you. I,
The cemetery.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll
Okay,
get to
okay,
it.
all right, all right.
I think I would give this show of the year because I feel like this was one of those not a lot of people knew how to take it. A lot of stuff nowadays is just remakes or really bad prequels.
Right.
And this was a prequel, and this could only go one or two ways. They got lucky that they got the guy playing, Pennywise came back to the show. They got lucky with that.
Yeah, that was a big
And
deal.
they knocked it out the park for me. It succeeded my expectations. Storyline was good. It made sense because, I like how they're doing it, how like each season goes further back in time.
Yeah, yeah. I heard it. They got
Because in the movies, we heard about the events to actually get to witness them and see them. Oh no, they did that.
yeah. I thought it was done well, and they tied it all in together with the like they literally like left you. They did that that you Star Wars fan at all?
Yeah. They did
Yeah,
like they did this
Rogue
Stephen
One.
King, like
Yeah, they did
so many connections with stuff and all
yeah,
that. Like,
and you know how Rogue One left it right off at the end of Rogue One was right there at the episode 4 of Star Wars. Um, what's the name? Because they added the names to it. A New Hope. They left the end of Rogue One and Star Wars right at handing off the plans of Princess Leia. Like they did that in this series too, where they like handed you right into 1988 when they left off by the end of it.
definitely not. Like I said, oh yeah. It was like I said, it was done perfectly for all that because a lot of shows messed that up so bad. But no, storytelling was good. They had me with the first episode.
Yeah,
Well, we break it down and all that. What was your just general thoughts of the first episode?
first episode was good. They had, you know what I'm saying. There was the mystery. There was a little spooky. The little storytelling, and then at the end, um, yeah, they threw me off with the end.
That's how you do a show.
Yeah,
Because the way that ended, that is how you do a show and get your audience.
yeah. I was like, damn, I was like, they really went here. They really went here like this. So yeah, they definitely the first episode hooked me in for sure, and I knew I was gonna enjoy it. But that first episode, yeah, they knocked it out of the park with that.
What's this weird? Let's get right to it. So the first episode opens up. We meet a kid. Do you remember his name? I'm terrible.
It was
Maddie.
yes, it was Maddie. Yes,
We met Maddie. And it opens up at a movie theater. He's there watching the movie. People are coming in. Ah, beautiful. Like I said, that ending is just how you get to it. I guess he didn't have a ticket or wasn't supposed to be there. I guess the security guard, what was that? What you would call him? I don't know. He
yeah,
tells him to get out. He takes off. He hides. Then we're introduced to Ronnie,
yeah,
her father.
yeah. Played a big part.
Yeah. hold on. We not there.
Oh, okay.
So the dad and Ronnie aren't tripping about the little boy, but the security guard, he's trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, Ronnie actually saw him, and she lied to her pops about like, oh no, she didn't see him, but she was actually looking right at him.
Yeah. Now, did he go back into the movie or did he leave?
He ended up sneaking. The guy saw him when he was
Yeah.
and the guy chased him out to the cold. Which at this point I wasn't sure what this was because I was like,
Yeah.
he's just walking and he's hitchhiking. But I also had to remember that it was 1962. You know what I'm saying? So the hitchhiking thing threw me off. I'm like, what's this little kid doing out?
Okay.
People driving and they picking him up. You know, the
Now
family.
you an OG.
Yeah.
Were people really just out there like that, just thumbing the air, just yo, can I get in? Can I get a ride? Like,
I was born in 73. You ain't got to.
okay, my fault. I'm just like that. Just baffles. To any OGs out there in the sector, was people really just out there on the side of the road, just thumb up, like yo?
But they was.
You got me.
They was in the late 70s, early 80s. It was definitely backpacking people, not kids though. If you saw a little kid like that, that would have been rare. Seeing
That was crazy to me too, because he was walking a nice little distance
in the night. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a little window into it when they picked him up, and he was like, where you anywhere but Derry.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so he's trying to get away from this place.
It's a husband, a pregnant wife, and 2 children.
Yeah. 2 kids, and everything seems normal, right? American is apple pie. You got the family, y'all chilling, and they giving you a ride. And he noticed it. I don't know if he noticed first or if things just started to be a little weird. The little girl sitting next to him was.
I don't think he noticed. I think by the time he did, it was, you feel me, it was too late. But I don't just like even that, like just getting in the car, like I feel like just that family, that group should have been a red flag for him, but I guess not.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a sign of the times, right? If you at that time frame as a family, they got kids in the back seat,
and he wanted to get out of the town. So I mean, I guess it made sense. Now watching it, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know if something bad was gonna happen or if he was just, you know what I'm saying. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I honestly did not think what happened, what ended up happening.
Yeah, nah, definitely not that. Now, did you? Because again, it is. I know what world I'm in. When did you feel like, okay, this ain't right? Was something at what moment at that point? Because there was a couple of things that happened. If you listen to like some of the stuff the parents started saying.
Oh yeah. What stuck out most to me is when the kids was in the back seat, how one was behind the parent and one was already in the middle seat.
Right.
Never will that ever happen with 2 kids in the back seat.
Right. So
you got more teeth to get one in the middle. Yeah, especially you new person, we don't know you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you was more observant
but
than that.
Not the conversation, then the radio. And then I think, well, yeah, I mean, well, obviously we figured out something was going on then the kids started repeating themselves and going crazy.
And the girl with the girl with the little the liver or whatever, the like raw liver.
Oh yeah.
Started playing.
And the mother goes into labor.
Right. Well, before that, they started playing them spelling games, and they started like the mom. She spelled like harlot, and then gave a little definition about the daughter. Like, oh, okay, now then they started like spelling like kidnap and all kind of stuff, strangulation, and from there, like you said, then the labor. Now, that I can't remember the last time I seen anything like that.
Oh, that definitely set the tone. That definitely set the fucking tone.
If y'all haven't seen it, but if you have, you know what we talking
about. Spoilers. It's been out for a minute. You ain't seen it. Oh well, that's your loss.
We late to the party on reviewing it, but if you haven't seen that, and if you have, it was basically a childbirth in the car, and they didn't spare any details on it.
No, you saw everything.
And it was like excellent. Haven't been there. It was excellent. The
It
visual
was
was
a baby bat hybrid. And that's when Maddie realized, oh shit, something's wrong. And he tries to open the door, get out, the door is locked. The bat flies into his head, crushes his face into the window, and all that. And then that is the end of Maddie.
right. They go into the sewer. Now you know you there.
Oh yeah. Not did it go into the? I felt like something of his fell into the sewer.
Not the sewer. The camera panned into like the sewer. His he remember
Yeah,
he had a pacifier.
that's what it was. His pacifier went into the river, then it went into the sewer. Yeah.
That was the other thing too. The fact that he was sucking on he had a pacifier with him and he was sucking on the pacifier. That told me like something was going on with him. I wasn't sure exactly what his issue was, but something was going on with him. Why is this not?
Okay. And then next we meet Lily. Is that her name?
Let me get the characters up because
No. It's Lily, Will,
it's Ralphie.
Richie. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. My fault. Because yes, we meet Lily. I don't. I don't know the other three's name. Yeah. So we meet the Losers Club, pretty much the current time Losers Club. They're all wondering what's going on with Maddie. They all talked to him the day before. They knew something was wrong. We meet two male characters. Oh, I feel bad for knowing their names. Anyway, and would you consider them Maddie's friend?
Yeah, they seemed like they was at least the one girl was.
No. I'm talking about the two boys. Because remember, they were like his mom was paying them in candy to hang out with him and come to his parties and all that.
Yeah, they I don't think they, like they said, they got paid and they so I don't know that they were necessarily his friends. They might have been his friends, but they didn't start off with good intentions as his friend. Pure intentions as purely your friend. No.
So Maddie's missing. They're all wondering like what's going on. And Lily tells him that she heard him talking from the sewers.
Right.
So then the other two guys are like, nah, that's not true. You're crazy, because she's already labeled crazy because her father had passed away and she had to go to a mental facility. What was it called? An asylum. There we go. It was a mental asylum.
Yep. She was everybody already kind of looked at her sideways. And so she was well, first she didn't really want to tell people because she was worried about it, but she definitely had been in the asylum.
So we're introduced to a lot of characters at this point. We're introduced to a character named Marge. She's Lily's friend. Now, what did you think of Marge? I just want just quick answers. What did you think of Marge in the beginning when we first met her?
I thought she was she seemed like she was team Lily.
Nah, Christ. Was terrible. That girl was terrible.
Well, she was because she wanted to fit in, but when I first laid eyes on her, no, she wasn't like following her, just talking to her and trying to. She just
she came off as her friend, but as we're introduced to more characters, this is not like that.
Right. As the cool kids get a hold of
her.
Yeah. Then she became you saw that she basically was a follower.
So they're all at school, then they go to the clubhouse, they talk about what happened. Well, she says that she's heard from him. The guys are like, nah, they're gonna go look for him later. See, that's what I got, Miss Murphy. I didn't like her in the beginning, but at the end, that actress deserves a Grammy, not a Grammy, an Oscar, a Golden Globe. She deserves all the awards in the world after that performance. We'll get to that later.
She definitely wanted to fit in. I did get that, but I thought like she could be blown with the wind, but I didn't think at that age, like that's not necessarily. Like, I don't consider that necessarily a bad friend. That's just somebody who is trying to fit in socially, doing whatever she can. And she just hadn't figured it out yet.
So they all end up going home. Lily's in the bathroom. Now I thought this was a playback to the movies because that always happened to the girls.
Yeah, yep. The same thing with Beverly Marsh is the
Yes,
girl from the other one from
same
the
thing
It
with
movie.
her. So this time she hears him talking and he tells her the movie theater.
Right, right,
So she ends up talking to Ronnie at school with the two males. They all was good, vibrant. They all decide that they're gonna go to the movie theater and look for them because Maddie said go there. Now it's Lily, Ronnie, the two boys, and one of the boys' sisters.
right. The little girl, which
So it's five of them.
yeah, that was
We gonna get to. We gonna get to. We gonna get to. See, like I said, this is how you do a motherfucking show.
yeah.
My fault for cussing. That
Ah,
is how
you
you
good,
do.
good, man.
So they go to the theater. They're looking. It's chill. Ronnie, for whatever reason, she was in the playroom, which I thought was weird. She wasn't with them looking. So a movie's playing, then like in previous It movies, the movie just takes a real dark turn. Maddie pops up and he's telling them, "Oh, you all come with me. You'll float. I'm in the sewers. It's fun. You all need to come down here." Y'all know y'all seen the It movie before.
Yeah,
Y'all
he's
probably seen it. You know how it goes.
yeah, he's on the movie screen. First, they kind of and now as this, did you know that was him right away? Because I was like, is that the little boy right there?
Yeah, I mean it kind of hit me after a minute, but it's subtle, but then you end up realizing who it is.
Right.
So it's playing. He walks up, he says all this, then the same bad thing that killed
Yeah.
him
Holding
comes
it
out of the screen.
out of the.
And it, huh?
I said, yeah, out of the movie screen and proceeds. I thought I thought they was getting out of I thought somebody was getting out of there, bro. I
Well,
did
somebody
not.
did. Somebody did. Somebody did. I
Somebody,
did not. Honest. I thought they were going to get scared. I did not think everything that happened. So the Bat Baby comes out and it kills the two boys and the little sister. Now the little
everybody.
sister is about to get away. Her and Lily are holding hands. Lily's pulling her towards her. The Bat Baby just slams down on her and just crushes her.
You don't know that just yet.
Oh yeah. Because Lily pulls the girl's hand in, and it's just her hand. That was wild.
Yeah.
Excellent. Like I said,
Outside of the thing, and I remember like saying I know because I actually like those characters. Like you
oh
said, it was
yeah,
losers, losers prequel. So I'm like, okay, they
we,
giving us
we
the losers. We're gonna
they,
follow these guys through the next 8 episodes.
oh
That's that's what I thought.
yeah. I was
Killed
tell, all right, yeah, you the one I'm gonna fuck with. You cool. I'm not gonna like you. Oh no, it was crazy because they all like how it talked to Lily through the pipes. They all had a situation pop up.
right.
One of the boys was Jewish, and it was a lamp made out of people's skin. It came to life. It went
Yeah,
after him.
yeah. It would
What happened
they
to the other one?
um so yeah, the land because he was at home with the family. It was
Yeah, he
dinner.
had the lamp. You know, he's related to the Jewish boy in the movie.
Yeah, so all that kind of ties up when you think when you get the last names. Matter of fact, since we doing that, let me pull up some of that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the death scenes, DC. So the baby comes out, it picks the one of them up and just slams him into the wall, then just throws him on the ground. Then the other one, what happened to him? It just kind of like dove down on him. It didn't really show you, but you just saw a lot of blood shoot up.
Right.
I agree, DC. Like it just right.
Your mic went out a little bit.
Are we good?
Yeah,
You
you good. Yep.
okay? Okay. No, it was
Yeah, the two
so
boys
Lily
definitely
and
got
Ronnie
killed.
run off. They're freaking out, like, what the fuck just happened?
And they
And
look at each other.
huh?
I said they look at each other and she got a
Anya came in with a hammer. Okay, when the movie started acting up, Ronnie was trying to cut it off, but it wouldn't cut off. Y'all know how it goes. So she finally gets down there with Lily. She has a hammer, but by the time she gets down there, the Bat Baby's gone.
Right.
They get away, and the episode just ends there.
Ends there with the girl with the hand of the little girl's arm. I was like, yo, they really killed the little girl. Like I really was thrown
The
off.
little girl, they killed half the cast.
I mean, like, I thought maybe, they might spare the littlest one. I should have known better. You know what I'm saying? But
No, that's how you do it though.
yeah,
That is how you do it. Just take out half the cast because, like you said, we already invested. Because the first episode, it did good getting you invested into the Lily and the two other boys. I can't remember their names, but it did do a good job of that. They gave them a good enough backstory. Like you didn't think that's how that was going to turn out and go. Did not think that at all.
Not at all. And I was hooked. After seeing that, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. They went for it on that first episode. I expected nothing but gore, and then that that also set the tone for me that I wasn't sure. Like, okay, nobody's off limits.
Oh yeah,
that made me think that there was gonna, like, okay, don't get too attached. Because I'm thinking now, the next episode we might lose these two girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And the marketing of it was so genius because if you remember, the original post was Lily and those two boys, and Ronnie.
Yeah, and you like, okay, that's what I said. Like, you got to see them. They had their little jokes like the original ones, and they poking fun at each other. They're having a good time. So I'm like, all right, cool. This gonna be the cast.
But then after that episode, that's when they dropped the new photo, and it had the real cast.
Yeah. Well, in my mind, I was like, I'm not getting connected to these. I'm not getting, I'm not going to be connected emotionally to any of these characters.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna get me again. You're not gonna get me
again. And also too, a sign of the times as well. So it was 1952. Remember when they was on when they was listening to the radio, they was talking about nuclear stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess maybe nuclear war was in the background.
It was the Cold War with Russia.
Yeah, so potential nuclear war was in the background. It was they had a bunch of stuff. Like they didn't just go into it and just give you that. They talked about.
No, they definitely did a good job setting it up, making you feel like you were in the time, everything going on. No, it did a phenomenal job with that.
So that ends, and then so we can't talk about it without talking about that little sweet little song at the beginning of the episodes. Like,
I like that. That was a bop.
After the first scene, they give you that first little scene, and then they bring that I think, what is it called? Smile and something.
Mm-hmm.
Smile and ribbon.
That was the perfect little jingle for that show.
Smile and a ribbon. Yeah. So now you got this horror movie. The same thing with the original one. They had that oranges and lemon song, that little oranges and lemon little kids singing. So yeah, you knew, like, listening to everything and watching everything. After that first episode, you was in Stephen King's It world, or at least what we've been seeing on the screen. You knew that you was in that.
Oh yeah. And also, I was also like, hold on, damn. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, let me make sure I got the names up. It'd be like, you ain't gonna be like the little boy with the
Damn.
All right. Oh, was there any references in the first movie to other Stephen King?
Not to my knowledge, but I don't know. I mean, there's so many like Stephen King movies coming out as shows now, so I guess they might be trying to make those little connections. I don't know. I mean,
The
The,
Shawshank bus in the first episode, or that was one of the other episodes?
no, that was in another episode. You know what? I've never seen that. Is that any good?
Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you
Yeah,
would
I
love
haven't
that.
seen that one. Let me see what's up. Let me
What's
see
up,
what the
Supreme?
hell.
Mikey, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, nah, Shawshank Redemption is real good, man. It's yeah. And that's where they were sending where they were
Yeah.
sending the father to. Yeah, so
Oh
now
no. I got trust. I got caught up on all that. Yeah.
oh,
Shout out to you too. Oh
okay.
no, I got caught up on all that because out here I'm gonna go and make this confession. I've never seen The Shining, you guys. So I'm gonna let y'all know that.
Right.
That's on my things to do for the month's over.
And
But
the little boy, what's the kid's name? Hanlon. His last name is Hanlon.
Mike
Uh,
Hanlon. Yeah.
he
That
is
was that was crazy.
yeah, he is the little boy is he's the grandfather. No, I'm sorry. His father is the
Yeah,
grandfather in
the
it.
movie.
Yeah, in the movies. Look at Mikey doing Mikey things.
Nah, I ain't seen it, Mikey. Chill out. But it's still fuck Jannard.
But so yeah, so they end up on that. You're not nobody's off limits.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, I'm glad you said it. Okay, see, after that first episode, that's how I really thought it was gonna go because what we knew already, it was a prequel. Like a lot of stuff, like the big event that happened in it, like I knew that was coming. I just did not know how that was gonna go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is because we've already heard about the events and all that. So with this, I really honestly I didn't think I thought they was really gonna go there and none of the kids are gonna survive.
Yeah, I thought that it was just going to be that kind of thing because I'm like, okay, they got a series, and we know the history of Derry. Kids are disappearing. We know that it's full of the sewers full of kids. We know that. So I'm thinking, after my initial thought was, okay, Losers 2.0. They said, nah, that's not that. That's not this. And I was like, okay, I'm not getting attached to none of these kids. There's, everybody could get it. Nobody
Oh
can,
yeah.
whoever, I don't know who's going to survive. I just know at some point we're going to see Pennywise just because of the commercial. That's the only thing I was sure of. At some point, we were going to see him in the clown form.
And I like that they did not show that in the first few episodes. Like they really stalled that out good how they did that.
Yeah, no, they did. They did. And I think most people like it's weird. Like I found myself, and I probably to a lot of people are like, you know, we got to a place where we kind of root for the bad guy or the killers.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was waiting to see Pennywise. I watched people's reaction when they first showed up, and everybody was going nuts like he was a rock star. So I knew that we was gonna see Pennywise. I just didn't know when. That's the only thing. After the first episode, that's the only thing I was sure of, and that's only because of the commercials.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's get into the second episode.
All right.
I haven't seen Hijack, Mikey. You want to take it away on this one? Was it episodes?
Second episode. All right. All right. So what we got here? So they had to deal with the aftermath of the movie theater situation, and they're looking for somebody to blame it on instead of the history of kids disappearing. They're looking for somebody to blame it on. So they start to like, um, backtrack to the movie theater and who was there and that type of thing. And so let me see what I got for my notes here. Okay, what is it? So okay, so I got the adults started to dismiss the events, and they just base it on like it's Derry kind of thing. Like things happen in Derry, and the town just kind of pretends like the stuff doesn't happen.
Even with that, they did that good, making it seem like is it racist, is it supernatural? They did a really good job with that.
All right. So let me get into some of the character stuff. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. It's been a little bit of a while, and I'm like, oh, my notes. Hold on a second. I know y'all know I'm live. Hold on for a second.
What up, Dark Jim? Oh no, they did a wonderful job with that DC, especially through Charlotte's eyes. They like just her out in the town again, but they did it so well you could not tell if it was that or if it was just something's wrong with the town. One moment, y'all. He will be back momentarily.
Nah, my bad. I'm getting
You
messages.
good, play good.
All right. All right. So we got the school. The note, like, so one of the things, like you said, they did a good job of normalizing, but like the empty desks in the classrooms and how kids are just normalizing
Kids missing.
missing.
They had missing pictures all over the city.
Um
And everybody just seemed unfazed, unbothered by it.
the other, like, I forgot about the turtle. I don't know if you know.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, because it
caught
was
that
like
symbol.
they were doing a lot of turtle stuff from the very beginning. And I I was familiar with some of the it lore, the Pennywise lore, whose mortal enemy was a turtle, but
Yeah,
not the
in the
one.
book, the turtle threw up and made the universe, and like you
Yeah,
said, it's Pennywise's mortal enemy.
yeah. So they did a lot of, you saw the turtle symbol. The turtle was the mascot, and then well, there's another thing with the turtle, but that came a little later.
Do you think they'll go into more detail with that the further they go back?
They probably can, because their storytelling started from when the 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 military personnel and the Native American girl, when they was little, um started from there. And they only went back that far. And so this was 62, and I think they're going to go back, well, they 37, I mean, sorry, 27 years before that, which would be what, 35,
Mm-hmm.
35 in 1908. So they'll have a chance to go back and definitely, I think they'll be able to, they'll, because they did a good job of telling when the story of when it landed, so um I think they'll go back into it. So they doing they had the meeting, the town, the chief, the school administrator.
Did you
They were
catch
just
the chief who he was related to?
uh is it he the is it the police after him?
Yes. It's
The
the boy's father who kills his father, Eddie
stuck,
Bowers.
yeah, stuck the knife in the neck. Yeah, a lot of like when they started doing the last names, a lot of it was like, oh, that's so and so, and I didn't know exactly how they was related, because some of them might have been um, direct, like father, grandfather, and then
Mm-hmm.
other one, like, because like you said, you mentioned the Jewish kid. I don't. Was he direct line?
I think his brother was his dad. I want to say. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I don't. No, I just
Okay.
saw something on YouTube. All right, so they have the meeting, and then the Ronnie's father ends up getting arrested because he owns the theater, and he is a black man.
I was gonna say there was a lot of racial tension, and a lot of that we need to get a suspect, and he happened to be at the area, and he wouldn't tell them where he was, which
Mm-hmm.
back later he didn't want to talk about where he was. Um, so yeah, they're suspecting him. And did they press the young? Did they press Lily in
Well,
this
Lily
episode?
went to them to tell them what happened, but they didn't believe her. I mean, a bat came out of the movie screen and killed them. You know what I mean? So like they didn't believe her.
Okay, so yeah, but they didn't press her in this episode, did they? I know they
They
pressed her.
pressed her. They didn't press her. She went to them after he was arrested because Ronnie told her, "You know, my dad didn't do this."
Right.
So she went to talk to them about it, and they didn't believe her. And then that's when they threatened to send her off to back to the mental asylum.
Juniper Falls was the name of the place.
And then that's when we learn about her. But we get introduced to Will and his family, and they just moved to Derry. They don't live on the army base. They got a house in Derry, so they're staying there. So we get introduced to the mother. She's out walking through Derry, and this is when we see the segregation, the racism. You know, she's getting funny looks, but it's not like why are you here looks. It's just dead stares.
Yeah, yeah, and she had a little bit of the she was part of the struggle. They intimated that she was part of the struggle in the other place that she was at. So she was she wasn't going to stand for it. She had experience, and remember this is set up in 1962, so she had experience with civil rights, and that played a big part in it too. But so what did you think of the Hu- is it Hanlon? Hanlon, the Hanlon, the father. What do you think of his dedication to the military?
I think he's just like a lot of military people you see. You feel me? Especially if you're like a higher ranking. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like some people just die hard military and take it very serious. And I mean, I just that's the vibe he gave me.
right off the rip, right?
Yeah.
He's just like there. He wants to know, and he gets you see that when he gets introduced to some of the military personnel, there's like one dude who basically was, he let you know that this was going to be an issue with him.
Well, if we're being honest, I think he was one of 10 black men in the army.
Right.
So I know that played a huge role in it and a big factor in it.
And he was higher ranking than dude too, and dude didn't want to salute him. I saw that right off the rip, like, oh, my man's not, he not even gonna salute him. They got intimated that too. And that's the other thing too. So like when I was I like doing this better because when I was doing the I just want to just kind of sidetrack. When I was doing uploads, bruh, YouTube was killing me. I was
For what?
editing down because from what I understand,
You're using too much of the stuff.
yeah. But I saw people doing it, and I'm like, yo, I felt like I was doing the same thing. So thank you for doing this because I was just that shit
Oh
drove me
no, no
crazy.
problem, no problem, no problem.
All right, so we know that the city. So episode two, they are kind of basically like, there's nothing to see here type of thing. Everybody's kind of go about their business. They have that meeting. They are
Okay, now I'm glad you brought that up. Now I wrote down here. I wanted to ask: did you get the vibe it was a race thing, or did you get the vibe it was entity haunted, something like that? Because I feel like they just did such a good job of like mixing it both.
yeah, it was both. It was
You
both.
could not tell.
You couldn't tell. Personally, I felt the way because of what I'm saying, what I'm seeing, and what I'm feeling personally. But as far
Oh
as
yeah,
the way they laid it out, yeah, it was a little bit of like, and it was. but you knew there was something. You knew that like there was something. You
Because
just
some of
didn't,
it did not come off as hate. It just, like I said, just dead stares, just like nothing's there.
and you knew just he was on a mission. It's just, I was like, what are they actually doing? What do they have him doing? Like, what is his role in it? So, um, yeah, I don't think they. I mean, it was there. It was overtones, but I don't think I felt like overall that's what they were going for, and that was overly, exuberant. Now they did start to get over exuberant with it, but at that point, I didn't feel like they had gotten over exuberant. Um, let's see, I got here the newspaper clippings, the fires, disappearances, violence every few decades. So like they're reading about this stuff, and
What
it's
is it,
kind of
every 27 years or something like that?
27 years, but it's kind of like the little kid from it the 2017 when the black kid had the newspaper articles and he was trying to tell him like all
Yeah.
this stuff was going on. So it was like mirroring that. Uh, let's see. What else I got here?
Talk about the grocery scene.
Oh, with Lily.
Yeah. So it kind of explains like why she had to go to a mental hospital and what's going on with her.
I was gonna say where's DC at on that. Certain things I was like, the horror fans, you get a kick out of some of that stuff. And her father died in a pickle. Oh, that's the other thing too. In the beginning, in the first episode, where they filled up her locker with pickles,
Yes.
and I was like, I remember thinking like, okay, there's a reason why they did that. So you find out that her father died in a pickle factory,
Didn't he
and
get like cut up or something? It was.
yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't show that.
he was trying to do something. He fell into like the machinery and got chopped up. So like the rumor was that there was his body part. They was making fun of like his body parts was in the pickle jar. So um, she goes into the supermarket and
Mom gave her a grocery list.
yeah, and she is up. Of course, it or Pennywise ends up playing with her mind and turns into her father in several pickle jars. Now, what did you think of that?
That was crazy. But before we get to, what did you think about her just walking through there and just everybody looking at her smiling, or walking up behind her all weird and stuff? And she just
It was
not
that one.
seeing none of it.
It was like that one. It was like one dude in particular that just kept kind of getting behind her. He had that weird smile on his face. Yeah, I like, but stuff like that made me okay. Something's going on here. So I was on edge at certain points because I knew something was going on there. But
She
she
gets
seemed
to the pickle aisle.
yeah.
She sees a jar of pickles, and it just goes from there.
Turn into her pop's body parts in different pickle jars. They all fall off the shelf. She looked crazy because she's
Oh yeah,
screaming.
there's a
Everybody,
pickle man looking at her, talking about "I love you, give me a kiss." Oh no, that was more funny than scary. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just, you just had to see it. Like I said, like he said, the what are they called? The shelves start like making it to a little box where she's trapped in, and all the pickle jars just start falling on the ground, and her dad's just starting to form as like I said, a pickle man. It was just,
yeah.
it
So
was
that
entertaining. It was entertaining.
it wasn't in
Messed up, but funny.
this episode was more like I would say like more spooky and dialogue, and it wasn't, what I'm saying, it wasn't gory and like the first one. This was more
Mm-mm.
like just more
It
like
just introduced us to characters because we met Will, we met Rich,
seemed like it slowed
Ricky.
down a little bit too, because the first episode was like boom fast, and between the opening scene and that movie scene at the end, it just, what I'm saying, this was more like, even though they had the pickle scene in the supermarket, this was more kind of like chill.
Well, see, but see, it was chill, but see, the ending to me, I think it had the best like scare scene because the Ronnie scene.
What? Go give me that. Give me that one again. Now,
You don't remember? She was asleep. Her dad had been arrested, and she didn't like. She knew it wasn't him. Her mother had passed away, giving birth to her. So she
oh,
was in her bed.
that
Yeah,
was better.
she was in
Oh,
her bed,
reborn.
and
Oh
then
yeah,
it's pitch dark in her room. There's only a little bit of light coming through a keyhole.
I believe I forgot that.
She's like trapped in her sheets, and it opens up. It's like her mother, like as a zombie on the headboard, talking to her.
She's back.
Then
She's
her
back.
legs open up because, like I said, her mother died giving birth to her. So it's like an umbilical cord wrapped around her leg. She's covered in blood and all that other stuff. It was just,
Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know how I forgot about that. Yeah, she got
uh,
reborn. Got
see, I
reborn.
thought it was the like, to me, like I said, I thought that was the like best, goriest because that just looked the craziest.
Yeah, and the moms with
She's
her.
just in the room screaming, and, yo, what's going on?
And
Help.
and
Nobody hears her.
and the dimensions of her moms with the long legs and the yeah.
And then you see its eyes and her mom, just the two yellow lights just staring at her and stuff. Like,
They kept
that
giving
scene
you
was done well.
yeah, they kept giving you like, okay, all right, is this gonna be him? All right. They kept giving you little, you know what I'm saying? You knew he was there, but they wouldn't let you have it yet. They just would not let you have it, but you knew he was there. And let's see.
So we get introduced to a lot of people. We get introduced to the general. He talks about he brought what was Will's dad's name?
Hold up. Let's see. I got it all right here. I got all these tabs open, man. My notes. So Leroy.
Leroy. My
Who's your
name.
Leroy handler?
Okay, so Leroy is a pilot. He had what was it, Nam? He had a airplane accident and some more, and he hadn't flown in a while, but they sought him out specifically because of his skills or whatnot.
Yep.
So we get introduced to him, we get introduced to his friend, we get introduced to the general and all that. That's pretty.
Hollering too.
What?
Was he me hollering at the air base? Or he met him after
I
that?
don't think we met him yet.
He was just looking. He was like
Yeah. We meet him, but we don't know what he is. Okay, so him and two other guys are at a bar. They're drinking. What was he? The sheriff or the chief of the police comes in and tells them they got to leave the bar. They can't be there. So they end up leaving. Two of them are drunk, and they're hollering like, "Yes, you lucky. You get to do whatever you want. You got special privileges." Because he had he didn't have a higher rank, but he had a secret mission.
Yeah, and he was close to the main guy. He was his driver, and you know what I'm saying he seemed to have some kind of privilege. He seemed to be able to do or at least have some kind of favor, or at least be close enough to have conversations, intimate conversations with the main with not Chief Bowers. Let's see. What's my man name? He was the little boy. What's his name? He turned into the general.
Are you talking about the third episode?
So I went. My bad. Never mind that.
No, you good. That was pretty much it for the second episode.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, her dad gets arrested for what happened at the movies. Right. Her and Lily both get a situation with Pennywise. We get introduced to Will. We get introduced to Richie. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the third. We get introduced to Charlotte, and we get to see the town through her eyes.
Right. Now, so far, like I said, they teasing Pennywise at this point. They really, you know he's there, but they haven't shown him. And the second episode, even though they did add those scenes, are you good with the pacing at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the second episode slowed down a little bit, especially like the beginning, how they just built up, but it slowed down a little bit, and it kind of got you like, okay, all right, this is it's six more episodes to go, so let me relax a little bit. It ain't I'm not gonna be at the edge of my seat every episode. That's the
No, it
feeling I
did
got.
slow down like in the beginning of the episode, but I feel like it picked up because, like I said, you had the Ronnie scene with the mom situation, and right after that, her dad gets arrested for what happened at the movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when she goes to Lily and tells her, like, yo, my dad's being arrested for this. You know, he didn't do this. You need to tell him. You know, like I said, it ended good. It ended really good. Like I said, I agree with you with that. It was slow at first, but the ending I felt was just, it picked up. It saved it because
Yeah.
it squeezed a lot of stuff in at the end. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it was literally like the last 5 or 10 minutes of the show. And then that's when it just boom, boom, boom.
Right.
DC, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Now the
Definitely.
third episode, I feel like the third episode, I feel like we got more information about stuff because that's when we started getting people's backstories information.
Right.
We get introduced to more characters, but then we get their backstories. So we
Right.
get introduced to an Indian woman named Rose,
Re
and how? Huh?
I was gonna say, but technically reintroduced, right?
What do you mean?
Wasn't she the little girl?
Yeah. I was gonna say we get introduced to her, but like we meet her in the general's backstory.
Right. Right.
Because he's at a carnival and he actually sees Pennywise the clown. Now, again, it's not the entity or it's not that. It's like an actual
Bob,
person in the
Bob Gray.
Pennywise makeup and all that.
Yeah, Bob Gray.
Yeah. So he's at the carnival with his dad. He's going to see stuff he won a prize. He wants to go see the freak show exhibit. So he goes and sees the tall man, I want to
Yeah.
say. And he just gets terrified and runs out. And the tall man says something, but I forget what he said. He said something weird to him, but it wasn't nothing crazy. But he just freaks the fuck out and just takes off running.
Yeah, because he went
Meets
all the way
his
in the back, like where it's passing all that, the
oh
darkness and
yeah.
the freaks and stuff like that. So yeah.
So he finds his dad. They go home. His dad gives him a slingshot. Was it? Yeah, it's a slingshot.
Slingshot.
Gives him a slingshot. So that kind of comes back into play a little bit later. So we move ahead. You see him, the general, just playing in the field, and then that's when we get introduced to Rose, the little girl. So in Derry, they live on I guess it's an Indian preservation.
Yeah. Yep.
So Derry's on the Indian preservation, so they have Indian people there. So the general and Lily are playing, just doing kid stuff. They got the slingshot, the shooting it, all that. That was a callback to the movie too. Caught it. So Lily and him are playing. Then, if you're out in the woods, she's with the Indian people, so she's out in the woods. She knows all the stuff going on. He goes too far in the forest, and she's like warning them, "Yo, come back! You can't go there. We're not allowed in there. You're going past the." It was there something that said don't go? She just knew not to go past it that far.
It might have been something there.
So he doesn't listen. He's out there. He's just walking through there. He's just trying to find his way back. But it gets. I won't say it gets darker, but the screen changes. There's an eerie feeling. So he hears a noise from behind him. He turns around, and that's when he sees like the tall man that he saw at the freak show, but like way more messed up. So he's running, screaming, terrified, screaming help. That's when Rose pops up with the slingshot, hits the tall man in his head, and like he stops for a little bit, but then he comes after him again. She tells him, "Yo, we gotta go." Then they get past a certain line, then it can't go past us. They can't like get them once they get past a certain line.
Right. Yeah, and did they? I don't think they didn't. They stopped kind of abruptly at there, right? They didn't really, because I think
Yeah, that was it. Then it went back to like the present time.
Okay, all right.
Now I went back to the present time.
Let's see. Got the. Let me look at the characters. So in this episode, who did I put here?
Okay, so by this point, that's when we learned that the other what's his name, the army guy, Dickie,
Oh yeah, Dick Halloran.
Dick Holland. That's when we learned that he is psychic, and that's when him and the general are talking, and the general gives him the same slingshot that the Indian girl had. So he holds it, and that's when they have Leroy and his partner fly around in the plane. Nobody knows what's going on. He's just holding it, and he'll say, "I'll just let y'all know when." So they're just flying all over Derry. And then they get to a certain spot. He tells them to stop. He has like a vision. He gets up. He almost walks off the plane while they're going.
They have to get him. And the slingshot. So I'm just talk on the slingshot too, because that was definitely goes back to the 1990 version, because that's actually in
Oh yes, the weapon they use against it.
okay, all right, cool. You know,
Oh yeah. No. I be outside. Look, I didn't see the Shining. I seen the original. It.
Oh, okay.
Two tapes. Oh yeah.
Oh, what you mean? You had the VCR tapes?
No, I didn't have, but I remember it was two VCR tapes. The original. Oh no. I remember that.
All right.
So, like I said, yeah, he flies around with that. That's when we realized he has his power and all that. Now, did you realize when they said his name and all that? Did you like connect him? And
No, I did not. I had to. I think I stumbled upon it. I didn't know. The name didn't ring a bell because I haven't seen The Shining in years. I didn't see Doctor Sleep, and there's another movie he's in, another Stephen King movie he's in that I didn't see as either. And if I would have saw Doctor Sleep, excuse me, because that was a newer movie, I probably would have remembered. The name would have been more fresh on my mind, but I did not know who he was. I stumbled upon that. I'm trying to see which movies he was in. Doctor Sleep, The Shining.
no, I was just them two.
Oh, okay.
Then this.
Okay. Yep. I don't know why.
So while they're doing that, Lily and Ronnie get together, and they're talking because they're trying to figure out how to get Ronnie's father out of jail because the police don't believe him. So they come up with the idea that if they can get a picture of it and go show the police officer, that they'll believe it.
Right.
So in doing that, they're able to get Will and Rich to join them. I'm gonna watch that, DC. I'm gonna watch that. Man, if we drop that link for DC, I'm gonna watch that. The Shining. I prop that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that this week. Yeah.
All right, hold up. Put that. Get him up here.
And so we go back to them flying around. Now, while they're flying around and they get to the spot, Dick meets Pennywise in his head.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that was technically the first time we seen. So Pennywise is like, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
Yeah. He was in that sewer way that led up. That was in it in the 2017 version as well. That area, because that's where he had got Beverly with the deadlights and had her floating in there.
Oh yeah. So he's talking to it, and that's when we get introduced to Ronnie's grandmother, and we kind of get a little bit of his backstory. So if you don't know, not Ronnie, I don't know why I said that. That's when we meet little Dick's grandmother, and apparently his grandmother was psychic. She had the shining gift too, and her and him used to talk. Now his grandfather was there too, but his grandfather used to abuse him and all that. So it was, in that form. So I guess at some point anyway, it takes over Dick's body and he's about to have him walk off the plane, but Leroy, puts the plane in autopilot and jumps and saves him at the last minute.
Right.
And he looked like he just had a seizure. you know, he's sweating, he's like shaking and all that.
I'm just DC. I sent you. I sent the link to your email.
And so whenever they get back to the base, Dick tells the general, "I need a place where I can drink at, since they can't go to the bar out into the city." So this is setting up the whole black spot thing,
Right.
and that's pretty much like the end of the third episode. Now, what did you think of it? Because again, you've seen it, so you know what's kind of like coming.
So I thought that and again, I didn't know who Dick Halloran was. So my initial thought, because the general, when he was trying to connect, when he wanted to connect them to it, yeah, I sent it to the. We communicated a while ago through an email, so I sent it to that one. It starts with a T. When he went and got the slingshot, yeah, when he got the slingshot, I was like, that's when I started to go, okay, this is something else. You know what I'm saying? They're not there. Everything they're talking about, whatever they're talking about militarily wise, they're not telling. What's my man name? They're not telling him exactly what's going on. So,
Leroy.
Yeah, they're not telling him what's going on,
and they're not telling Dick what's going on either.
Right. And so I'm like, okay, so this is something else. And hold on, let's see here. All right, cool. Yeah. So that was my initial thought. Like, and I think maybe this was the one that was slower. I think I was mistaken. Because even though he did get to go back and see his father, and I had to look up what that was with the
grandfather,
with the box, and
yeah,
I had to go look like what was he so afraid of this box for? Oh shit, got the wrong joint. All right, hold up. Hopefully nobody ain't got that and try to come up here.
That'd be hilarious.
Let's see. All right. Oh yeah, that popped right up. All right, cool. Paste. Come on. Where's it at? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Why did it do it like that? Okay. All right, you should get it there now.
Also, something that happened in this episode was the graveyard scene.
Oh, with the
picture,
trying to get the picture. Now they got me on that too. Well, we'll find out later, because at the end I was excited when they took the picture and they took them home, developed the pictures, and
that's old school way right there.
Yeah. That's like we still doing that when I was in high school. We just kind of got away from that, sort of. No, actually, we was developing film in a dark room. Yeah, I think when I was in high school, we was still doing that. Not the hand camera, like the handheld cameras, the other cameras, when we it was a place when I worked in a print shop, and so we took the pictures and took the film negatives, had to be red light, put them in the developer, and hung them up. So yeah, well, I got a little experience in that. Let me not act like I ain't seen that before. But yeah, we used to still doing that. Yeah, and so then you see, because they cut from what he actually saw.
Well, they were getting chased by the dead kid zombies.
Yeah, now that's what I was gonna say. That scene, in the supermarket, in the cemetery, was I like that was a little cheesy for me. That was like the ghost or whatever, the spirits, kind of like 80s Ghostbusters. You know what I'm saying? I didn't that's the only small little like little teeny bit of a complaint that I had is the special effects wasn't that great. And I don't know what you felt like with that.
I mean, they weren't great, but I get what they were trying to do. You know what I mean? Like for the scene, yeah, I got this. Especially it was just in. Like I said, that's one thing I like how this show did is at the end, like the last 5 or 10 minutes, they really made some stuff happen.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will give them that.
yeah. And then the last image, they go, it's a clown. And I was like, and it looked like,
What's the silhouette? Like it's
yeah,
real blur. It's just the silhouette. Like you cannot see it clearly, but like it's a silhouette of a clown.
yeah. And I was excited with that because they got me. I was like, oh, yeah, Pennywise is here, bet. So I said, okay, next episode, for sure, he gonna be here
And
next
then when we get
episode.
to see in the next episode, maybe hold on. All right, so episode 4. Now, episode 4 I like because we got some questions answered. We see how it got here. We see how big of a role the Indians played in it.
Yeah, they call it
It
the Galoot,
questions because we would see the Indian tribes just together and talk, but it didn't say what was going on, what it was about.
right? And they at that time they call it the Galoot.
Yeah, the group. So the kids they take the picture to the chief. He calls some other officers in there. They laugh at him. They're like, what is this? I
Yeah,
don't see anything."
yeah,
Now, what we notice, like in the past movies, are that adults don't see it or you believe in it.
no,
Because it doesn't affect adults.
no, they didn't. A lot of the stuff
Usually.
they don't see at all.
So they were pointing at the clown silhouette. They said it just looked like a tree.
Right. Uh, and hold on, I'm trying to see it. Nope, he ain't there. The fishing scene where Will and his father went fishing.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah. It was yeah.
yeah, he got to see his father. Of course, his father leaves him there, and I'm like, I was right on edge at that point. I'm like, oh shit, he's leaving him here in this area, but I didn't know exactly what it was. But his father's, I guess from that accident, I guess, or maybe it was for a future thing he was seeing in the future or something. But his father's burnt up body tried to pull him into the water.
That's what I took from it. It was from the black spot.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. That makes sense. Yeah, pulls him in the water, and then father comes running over there. So now the father believes something happened at this point.
And we also get Charlotte going to see Hank in jail and telling him about all the stuff she's done, how she's connected, how she's was she with? Did she say Dr. King?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
she said she marched with Dr. King and them.
yep, yep.
We on 4, beautiful. We on 4. So she talks to him, and that's when he tells her that he has an alibi, but he can't tell anybody because he'll be killed.
Now, when he said that, I knew exactly what it was.
Okay. See, I didn't get it at first, but after I thought about it, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
When he said that, I was like, wait a minute, he must have been with a white lady, and he can't tell him that. And I thought it was somebody important's wife. I was like, it has to be somebody important's wife. If he's because not that they probably frowned upon it in general, but if it was just a regular person, just a regular single white woman, it wouldn't have been an issue. When he said he could get killed for it, I'm like, okay, it was somebody important. It wasn't just, at that time. Remember, guys, this is 1962, so I'm thinking it wasn't just a regular white woman that he was afraid that he would get killed. It had to be somebody important. I thought it was I thought it was the general. I said, does the general have a wife? Maybe he's messing with the general's wife. I thought it was somebody really, really important.
I don't know why I thought it was Lily's mom at first, but mm-mm. All right. So speaking of Lily, she go and meets a nurse that she met while she was in the crazy house, mental facility.
Juniper. Yep.
There you go. While she was there. And while she's with the nurse, she asks her about the past about Derry because, that's when they were looking at the newspapers and all that. And they were talking about the picture.
Right.
And she told her Derry is what did she say? She said, people die here a lot, kids go missing.
Yeah.
And every so years, there's something big and bad that happens, like
Right.
a big bad event.
So intimating that she knows, she's well aware of it. One of the few adults that's actually talking out loud about it. Because the rest of the adults don't seem to, they just seem to kind of just be going along. She actually, acknowledges that something goes on. So I thought that I said, okay, she ties into this more, but I definitely wasn't sure how she tied into it.
Oh no. That was something that is so she learns the history, and that is that. So the general gives Dick and the other Black Army guys an old weapons base that they didn't use anymore.
Yeah, like a little shack or whatever that
A
had
little shack. There you
had,
go.
had it they had to clean it out. It had a bunch of material and old, like you said, weapons and furniture and stuff like that they could use so they could blow off steam he was able to get that for them, and they cleaned that up.
I know they cleaned it up. They got it nice. They got it good. Well, not the yeah. The original plan was to turn it into a bar. So yeah, never mind. So we already talked about the fishing scene, and he tells him what happened at the graveyard. So that's yeah, like you said, he believes something did happen. Will goes home. He has a nightmare that Pennywise is in his room. His dad looks out his window. He sees Pennywise outside. He goes downstairs. He's gone, but he sees a red balloon.
Yeah, yeah.
And he saw the red balloon when they were fishing too.
Yep. So I'm like, okay, his father is believing something, so that's good. He got an ally in this.
So by this scene, we all hate Marge collectively. Can we agree?
Yeah, yeah. You
Okay.
talking about when she was tricking when the girls got her to
Play a prank on Lily
yeah,
with
yeah,
the guy.
yeah,
So her and Lily end up going to the bathroom. And earlier that day in school, they were watching something about slugs. Was it?
yeah. Yeah. I think it was slugs,
It
snails
was slugs. Snails. So yeah, there you go. Snails.
with these long eyes
Eyes.
sticking out.
Y'all know what snails look like. So her and Lily are in the bathroom, and I guess at the last minute, Marge decides. Does she decide to play the prank or not to play the prank? Because it was just some stupid kid shit. Wasn't nothing serious.
Yeah, no, I think she did. I think she went to she followed her in there, and yeah, I'm pretty sure she was gonna do it.
Well, while they're in there, that's when Marge gets her it moment. She's in the mirror, and then her eyes just start bulging out of her face.
This was wild.
Oh no! See, this is why I give them this. Like they gave you one good scene, like one little jump scare, but they saved the budget for it.
Yeah, yeah,
So her eyes are like out there. She's freaking out. She's crying. She ends up going to the wood shop room, and she's got the table saw going. And what was in her hand? Because was it a knife? It didn't look like a knife. It looked like a file.
it was like it was something from like a tool from like in the wood shop. Maybe it might have been like one of them files, but it's something that you see like in the wood shop.
Yeah. Anyway, she had that on. She was like trying to cut her eye off. Lily's in there trying to stop her, like, no, what are you doing? Stop, stop, stop. By that time, everybody in the school is hearing them scream and all that. And that's when, like, I guess her eyes go back into her head. She goes back to normal, and they just see Lily standing over her with
Yeah,
bloody hands and a knife. And one of her eyes, like, her eye wasn't cut out, but her eye was, like, I guess, stabbed.
yeah, it definitely was bloody.
No, it wasn't scissors beautiful. It looked like a big ass file, but like I said, she was trying to cut her eye off with it, so I didn't get it.
Yeah, and then didn't she go up to like the that that saw thing, and she eventually cut it off with that, right? She ran her eye.
Well, not because she had the eye. That's why I was like, I didn't get that scene. I guess she was trying to, because it wasn't really like bulged out
Yeah,
like she
yeah,
thought it
that's
was.
right. That's right. She cut the bulge eyes off, not her real eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. And
And
I didn't.
so,
I still did
huh?
you? I still didn't know her last name at this point.
Who? Marge?
Marge.
They never said it.
Okay.
What they did with her, they did that good because they never said it.
Okay.
And then the way it all played out, it made sense. That's when it all clicked. But no, they never said her last name.
Yeah. So it looked like looked like Lily went crazy. So
So Marge gets humbled
yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
So everybody sees that Lily's freak, and they're all just like, "Yo!" So Lily gets sent off to the asylum.
Yep. Back to Juniper Hills.
Yeah, she gets sent back to the asylum. And before the scene ends, the army base catches one of the Indian guys on the base.
Yeah, because it was like that's the other thing too. I didn't like you knew that they had something to do with it as far as the Indians.
Scroll saw. There you go, DC.
What did you say it was? A scroll saw.
It was a saw. So like I said, it just looked like a big ass sharp file. There you go.
Yeah, you knew that the natives knew a lot, and they were trying to watch. They were at the fence trying to like see what was going on the base. So
See what the army was looking for.
Yep.
So they have Dick read his mind.
Yep.
So he's like, "You can either tell me, or we can do this the hard way." So when he's reading his mind, it looks like he's making him have a seizure. Like he goes crazy, and that's how the episode. Not well. He reads his mind, that he tells him, "I know what we're looking for. I can find it now."
Yep. Yep.
And it just ends off there.
Ends off there, right? Is this 5? Is where they?
Yes.
Is 5? Did they go to the Is that where they went to the house?
Yes, the well house.
Okay. Yeah. All right. They is this? I know they were planning on. So Mars got good with them at this point, though. Got good with the group. How did she get good with them? I don't remember exactly how she got.
Cool.
Marge got in good with the group after the situation.
She was already cool with Lily and them, and Rich liked her. So
okay, that's what it was. Rich.
But she wasn't with them when they went to the sewers, because she was still healing.
Right, and this is the episode they went to the sewers at the same time.
Yes,
it was in the sewer. Okay, all right, okay.
So the grandson tells his grandma they know what they're doing. They're gonna go in the sewers, and she gives him something that she says will protect him from Pennywise.
Right, it was one of those,
and it's just
like a little shard from the.
Yeah. There you go. It was just a shard.
Yeah.
A dagger, as they called it.
Yeah, so it was a little shard, and they didn't say exact. Because they explained that it was a piece from the pillars that they had put in the ground, to keep the galoop, I guess, inside of that wooded area, or in Derry, if nothing else. And then, did Maddie come back at this? Maddie came back did he come back at the beginning?
Yes, Maddie does come back. Now, did you think it was real? Did you know it was fake or real? Like what?
I thought it was him. I'm sorry. They got me with this.
Really? He looked a little dead.
Yeah, he did. And I don't know. I was believing him because
I was convinced. I was like, oh, it didn't kill him. Okay.
Yeah, they and he was describing, oh yeah, so and so is tied up, and he's telling them like what happened.
The other kids aren't dead; they're tied up in the sewers.
Yeah, and he's telling them like he's not gonna, he didn't eat them, and he has them there. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how he escaped. I forgot how he said he left, but I'm like, okay, well, there's a chance. So, they got me in this. I can't act like they didn't get me on this. y'all smart people, y'all detectives, y'all probably picked up on it. But me, they had me on it. His hair was a little longer, right? But I'm like, okay, he
No,
been
he looked
for a
different.
while. Yeah, he did. He did. He looked like he had been in the sewer, like he hadn't. Like in my mind, like he ain't seen sunlight in a while, so he probably pale. He probably ain't eating, or if he is eating, his, you know, he probably down there eating other people. You know what I'm saying? My mind was, I was
Damn.
like survival. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like he was just doing whatever he could to survive, and his demeanor too, the way he was, the way he was just, he seemed like he had been through some shit. So they got me on that. I can't act like they didn't.
So the army goes into the sewers first. And they're just walking around. They end up getting separated.
But I believe that he told them that um that they can't believe what they see or something like that. I think he warned them that
Oh yeah, the Indian kid.
yeah, he warned them like you not what you see, it's gonna be tricking you. So that's the backdrop of them in the sewer, which is important to the story, to the sewer, the whole sewer story.
So it's Leroy and his partner, Dick, and two other army guys. So there's 5 army guys in total plus the Indian kid. So they're all walking and they end up getting separated because there's a little jump they had to make. Leroy and his partner go, they make the jump. Dick makes the jump and he goes into like the sunken place. And then the other 2 army guys, they're taken out by Uncle Sam.
Right.
Which I don't get what I mean, I know it becomes your fear, so I don't get the reference with the army guys being scared of Uncle Sam, but
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe it has something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Uncle Sam represented war. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was a. I didn't understand why that was a trigger for them. But I didn't mind it. Let me say it like that. I didn't mind that it was Uncle Sam. I thought actually it was funny that it was Uncle Sam.
so like I said, Dick jumps into the sunken place. He ends up in a tub. He's in a bathroom of his childhood home. His grandmother's there. She's telling him, you have to keep him out of your head. Don't let him open up the black box. And then that's when she's like, you have the shining. That's when like they actually say he has the shining.
Shining, right?
Now, is that when it hits you then? Like, oh shit.
Well, I had looked up.
Okay, you already looked it
I had
up.
looked them up, or I came across it, but that still was cool to hear them say that. I was like, yeah, I still was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying I still got excited about a reference. Um, on the other end, the kids going into the sewer, they take uh,
Oh, we
they
gonna
take
get
some.
to it. We gonna get to
Okay,
it. We gotta talk about Dick in the sunken place because that did a lot happen with that.
all right,
So that's when, like I said, Pennywise comes as your fear. So Pennywise comes as his grandfather, and he's like, "Hey, Dickie, come on, open the box. We gotta open the box."
mm-hmm,
He's like, "No." So pretty much, what the black box is something his grandmother taught him to do that she used to do with her powers. So pretty much, what The Shining is, he can talk to ghosts.
yeah,
And so what he does is if he doesn't want to talk to the ghost or interact with him, he can just put him in this little black box in his head and he doesn't have to talk to him.
right,
So Pennywise comes in as his grandfather holding the box, messing with him. Then he opens the box and it kind of just flashes out of there. They just kind of ends there
right.
with Dick and him. So then that's when we get to the kids and they enter the sewer. Now, by this point, did it kind of hit you what was going on, or did it have to? What happened? Happened.
Nah. Once they went,
Yeah.
once they went into the sewer, um, I was like, this is bad, because I knew that the army, I knew that the army personnel, they already had in their mind that what they
Shoot on
see is
sight.
not going to be real,
Yeah.
and um, Leroy's uh, his son is gonna be in there. So I'm thinking, I thought he was gonna do something to his son, because I'm like, he ain't gonna believe that that's his son in there. He's gonna think he's getting tricked. That's
We'll get to
my
that scene.
initial,
We'll get to that scene because that was how they played it out. That was good.
yeah,
That was good.
that was my initial thought. I'm like, this is bad. He's gonna see. But the kids, when they went down there, they took the where they took the pills.
Yeah, I
Mommy
was gonna say they took the mom's.
Mommy's little helpers.
Yeah,
So they
they
wouldn't be
took her
afraid.
pills. Oh no, DC, that was messed up. So they take the pills because they feel like if they're what did they say? It's some they said it had something to do with their mind that if they took the pills they couldn't be scared. They figured
Yeah,
out it had something
yeah,
to do with fear.
keep the fear away.
So, like I said, when the other two army guys got killed by Uncle Sam, that's when the Indian guy took off and he dropped the pillar in the water and he couldn't find it.
Yep.
So the kids, they're all walking with Maddie, and then Maddie starts acting funny, and then he transforms into Pennywise slowly.
Yeah,
And then
I thought that was great the way they did that.
Papa Williams. And then that's when the kids all like freak out and take the fuck off. So they all go in different directions. So Lily goes in one direction and Pennywise follows her. And once he gets to her, she ends up finding the pillar that the Indian kid dropped, and she just holds it up and it's glowing, and he just stops. And he has like his teeth and all that out, like lunging at her.
Yeah.
That was crazy because that's like the first time we actually seen him. And also, we've never seen something that can stop him before.
Right.
Because in the movies, they didn't have that.
And then he stopped first, right? Before
No, he stopped. He couldn't like get near. He couldn't get close to that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Though, when he stopped, she didn't have it yet.
No, she had it in her hand.
Okay, I thought it might.
She like it started glowing when he got like near it. That's how she saw it.
That's what it was. Yeah, it started glowing. Yep. All right. Yeah.
And so he stops and then he disappears. So he ends up going towards Leroy and his partner, and he takes the form of Leroy's wife. And the partner doesn't see it. And he's telling Leroy, yo, that's not her. That remember they said don't believe what you see.
Yep.
So that's when he shoots the wife, and like she like does like the little it dance and takes off running to him, and that's when he shoots her.
Yep.
And then that's when his son and them from running from Pennywise back there, they're running up, and he almost shoots his son, but his partner, so he sees the kids because he didn't see the wife, but he sees the kids.
Right.
That's when he realized, oh, this is real. And then by the time he realizes that's too late, Leroy shot, and his partner jumps in front of the bullet.
Yeah, shot him. Yeah, I had thought that was. I thought he was going to end up shooting his son because, again, like I said, before that happened, I thought he was going to end up shooting his son because I was like, they down there. He's not going to believe it. This is not a good formula. This is a formula for a disaster. And then, excuse me, I like the idea of what stopped him was his partner actually seeing him. I thought that was like a real good, like the writing and stuff like that was really good. So I thought that was just another thing that I was like, this. I was just, the more I watched, I was like, man, this is good. Every time I turn around, I kept saying to myself, man, this is good.
No, I enjoyed it. Like you said, that was perfect writing. Perfect, right? And it was sad too because him and the partner were cool. He got attacked his first night on the base. His partner came in and saved him.
Yeah, we didn't even touch on that.
And for him to go out that way at that, like that was crazy. Now that episode was good. That episode was good, and it ended there. Well, it didn't end there exactly. So the ending of the episode was Dick. He was walking out of the sewer, walking to the base,
and okay, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
No, I was gonna say, but it didn't have nothing to do with what you were talking about. It's a different thing in there. So you go ahead.
But no, I was gonna say when he was walking to the base, he seen the partner's ghost.
Right, all messed
because the black box had been open, and he can now see Ghost again.
Yep.
And then that's where that one ends.
I was gonna say, what's the name? Didn't he hook up with the nurse at this point in this episode?
Who? You're right. What was her dad's name?
Hank.
Hank was he got transferred he was getting transferred to Shawshank.
Right.
And Pennywise had attacked the bus and killed everybody but him. Yeah. And that's when he called the white woman that he had been sleeping with, who turned out to be the nurse from what was it called?
Juniper.
He had been sleeping with the nurse that Lily was cool with.
Yep.
No, that happened. So yeah. So she picks him up and she meets up with Charlotte.
Right.
And he ends up going with Charlotte, and she takes him to the black spot on the army base.
Right. And because remember, she's about to struggle. So she
Mm-hmm.
help. She want to help him.
And then, so yeah, all that happened as well. Anything else we missed?
No, I think that's it. We got the shard. We got the sewer.
And Lily keeps the shard.
Yeah, that's right.
That'll come into effect next episode.
Yeah, she knew she can get out of the sewer after that. When she had that shard and he backed up, she kept that, and like you said, that'll go into the next episode.
Now, this episode I like because again, we never technically got Pennywise's backstory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just always been the clown.
Yep.
Like, I guess in the originals and all that, they had like a picture of like the old town and him standing there, but we never, you know what I'm saying? We never officially like what happened with that. And the way.
Yeah, you saw that picture, but they didn't say like there was no backstory in the picture. You just like, okay, he was a person at one point. And then they had that scene where he was putting the makeup on and like scratched his face with the blood on it. So they did show him in human form, but they didn't really, like you said, they didn't give us the backstory. And this time you got to see the backstory. And so he was it's Bob Gray, and that was his real name, and he was Pennywise the dancing clown, and he had a whole show, and he had a little daughter named Periwinkle. We find out they had a daughter named Periwinkle, and he was just a regular guy, and he performed for kids, and then that was the first time you got to see that Pennywise dance,
and that's where that like kind of just cut there.
Yeah.
And then we also see that the shard is starting to affect Lily. She's starting to act different. She's not talking to the other kids. By this time, Marge is with the group now. So now it's Lily, Ronnie, Marge, Richie, and Will.
Right. And Ronnie doesn't want to go back, if I remember correct. She really didn't want to.
No, she didn't want to go back to the sewers, and she was just upset about her dad.
Yeah,
she didn't know he had got away.
Right. And let me see. Oh, that's when the nurse. What's the nurse name? I'm trying to find. I gotta hear some Ingrid. Ingrid? Yeah.
Yeah, Ingrid. That's it.
Yeah. So I'm out of order here, but I know at one point Lily went to visit Ingrid.
And yes, and she
she started seeing like
she went through a photo album. It was like going back in time, and that's when she saw Ingrid dressed up as Periwinkle and saw the It Clown.
Yeah, and that's when
Ingrid told her about her father and all
that. And told her about the little girl. What's the little girl's name?
Who?
She served up to her. She served.
No, they didn't have it yet. They didn't have it yet. They didn't have it yet.
Okay,
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Here,
we all over the place. So by this time, the black spot is open for business. Dick, he's mad. He's upset about everything that's happened. He's drunk, so he just goes in, grabs a bottle, tells them just leave him alone, and they tell him they got to show him something. And so that's when the two other army guys, they bring Hank into the room and Charlotte into the room.
Right.
Because by this time, Hank is a wanted man. Everybody's looking for him.
Yeah, wanted posters.
They know he survived the crash after everybody else died. So, yeah. So, what's his name? Dick ends up like, I don't care as long as it don't bother me. He lets him stay there.
Right. And what's
the chief of the police? He's fired because the kids are missing.
Oh, Bowers.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. We'll talk. Okay, so in the next episode, beautiful. All that'll be explained. I got you. Just Just roll up and just chill. I got you.
Hold on, let me bring the frauding up.
Oh, shit, let's go.
All right. Sound check.
Hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? A brother of a certain age and Slanda God?
All right.
What's good, DC?
All right.
Nothing much.
Anything you want to throw in before we jump in a little bit more into episode 5? Any questions?
Are we on 6?
6. I'm sorry. Any questions? Anything you want to throw in? We might have missed.
The thing about the Shining, I didn't know neither one of you had seen that one yet. Y'all hadn't seen the movie, or it was just Slanda
I
that
haven't
didn't see
seen
it.
it. A brother has seen it.
Yeah, I saw the
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I was gonna say The Shining was definitely a classic. I saw Doctor Sleep, I believe, but I don't remember much of it.
I didn't see Dr. Sleep. I think I'm gonna check out that.
Got you. And yeah, I didn't know that Halloran was Halloran when I was first watching it, just naturally. What happened was is I was watching the show with my wife, and my wife was always looking ahead and finding out all the facts. So she kind of had spoiled that whole, secret that Halloran was the guy from The Shining.
Now, did it change the character for you once you knew that?
Yes, because I was always thinking to myself, so how did Halloran get from where he was at in Derry all the way out there to the mountains, watching that hotel? I think he was the head cook there or something like that. So I was just wondering, like, how did he get from where he was at in Derry all the way over to there? So yeah, I was wondering how they were gonna tie that in.
Okay.
No, he did good with it. So the chief gets fired. He goes to the bar with all the white guys, and he tells them that he got a tip that he knows where Hank's at. Now, did they ever reveal who the tip came from?
I'm trying to think.
Yes.
I'm trying to
Did
think.
they? Was it your girl, the nurse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. It was her.
That makes sense.
It was her.
Okay.
She wanted all of that. Well, yeah, it was her.
Because she knew it needed something before it went to hibernate.
Yeah, setting up the whole thing. And yeah, so he stirs them up to get them to go there. So we know that we know that that's something's gonna happen there. We just
so by that,
we waiting on that. Okay.
No, so by that time, Ronnie and Will go there. Will goes there to meet his mom. Ronnie goes there to see her dad. Richie and Marge are there. Like I said, it's the spot is open. Like it's open at night.
They're having a good time. At this time, though, yeah, because Beautiful asked about was he the nurse's father? So yeah, they revealed that, but not necessarily. He was based off of her father.
Nah, we like I said, next episode we get that whole backstory.
Right.
So they're at the black spot. Ronnie's happy to see her dad. They're all celebrating. They're all having a good time. They're dancing. They're drinking. Rich starts playing the drums. Like I said, everybody's having just a good old time.
Yeah, Rich and Marge had a couple in
them. That was wild. That was wild. Baby. Henny and Coke. That's fucked up. So the white guys, they all pull up outside, and there's a black guy and a girl out there talking. So it kind of ends there. Yeah, the episode just ends there with that scene.
Right.
And it's just messed up because, like I said, if you everybody's seen the movie at this time, if you watching the show by this point, you kind of know what's gonna happen.
You know what's coming.
And I'm not gonna lie, I really thought everybody was gonna go.
I thought it was gonna be more of a fight. I didn't realize they was just gonna just.
But the way they did it, though, I mean, lack for a better term, that was a smart way to go about it, though.
Yeah. So I guess maybe what made me think that it was gonna be more of a fight was that the kids were in there, and at this point, even though they hadn't. Like their first episode, they got rid of they took the whole kid cast and basically wiped them out. by this time, I think I had forgotten that they'd done that. So
Right.
Oh yeah, you definitely forgot
so
about them kids at this point.
yeah, so now these are new kids, and these kids are gonna, and we in episode 6. We got 2 episodes left. They not killing these kids in this building. There's gonna be some kind of way that. So that's what my thought was.
I don't know. See, I thought that because I thought in the movie that Mike's father passed away in the fire. I don't know why I thought that because he has that flashback of the burning arms at the door,
Yeah, yeah, that
and
vision.
it
Yeah.
was his grandpa. I don't know why I thought like it, and I was like, oh damn, it's true. But then I was like, that don't make sense because if he died here, how's this his son?
Right,
Right.
right.
All right, so we get to episode 7. And at the top of my stuff, I said this may have been the best episode out of the whole series because this answered everything.
Yep.
So we start
Surely
off with a
did.
flashback. It goes back, what was it, 1903?
Oh 08. Because
Oh, wait, it's 1908.
because it's 35, 1935, and then 27 years before that. Be 08.
Okay, yeah. So we see, okay, so it shows us Pennywise like out of makeup. So we see like the actor that plays him as an adult, and then we see what's her name? Not Irene. What is it?
Oh, Ingrid.
Ingrid. We
Yeah.
see Ingrid, and she's in her costume, and her dad's asking her about her bow or whatever. So we see him put his makeup on, and we see him go out to the stage. He does his Pennywise dance. It's funny seeing like the actual person do it because it's not what it is yet.
Right.
So he gets rushed on the stage by all the kids. They all love him. They want to mess with him and all that. So there's a kid like off in the cut, standing at the top of a barn with just bright yellow eyes staring through him.
Yeah.
So if you haven't realized yet, the it entity likes children. The fear, the adrenochrome, all the
There was
Clintons. We can get off that later.
there was what at one point wasn't there like was it this scene when there was somebody standing off in the distance? You just saw them over their shoulder looking into the.
Yeah, I was a little boy. And he
Okay.
had those yellow eyes
Yeah,
just
yeah,
staring through Pennywise because
yeah.
he saw those kids rushing. Because it was a child. Because it takes different forms.
Right.
And I guess it saw that the kids love the clown, and I guess it just stuck with that.
Yeah, he mentioned it to him when he came out.
So, the
Right.
carnies, they all have a day or whatever. So it's nighttime. Pennywise, the actual person, is out back smoking a cigarette before he goes on stage. So the little kid with yellow eyes, he walks up and he's like, my parents are dead in the forest. Can you come help me? And at first he's like, nah, I gotta go. It's fucked up because it's gonna happen, but you think that nah, he ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. Because he couldn't be bothered. He's smoking his cigarette. He was like, yeah.
I'm on my break. Leave me alone.
Yeah, get out of here.
But he ends up going with the kid because he made it sound like people were screaming in agony and all that.
Right.
So Pennywise and him hold hands and walk off into the sunset, and the other carnies find Pennywise handkerchief covered in blood, and I guess they end up leaving, and the daughter stays there.
Yeah, and they give it to the daughter, that was like a weird scene. They just like, hey, we found your father's handkerchief with blood on it. Just hand it to her. Basically, she an orphan at this point. They just hand her.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that.
Oh yeah, it's that carny life. Hey, we gotta go. We gotta hit the next city. You know, you staying, you going. So then we get into her future where she's a nurse, and she's at the asylum, and so she's doing her job and this and that. So she hears one of the little girls say that Pennywise is trying to get me. And that's when the light bulb goes off in her head. Oh, my father's name was Pennywise.
Right.
So she takes the little girl down to the cellar, and that's when the Pennywise clown shows up and eats the little girl.
Yeah.
And she's just standing there just as happy as could be. The nurse, the daughter, Inga. And then he transforms into her dad.
Right.
Because he wants her to like keep bringing him kids, and I guess she does that for a while.
Yeah. So yes, he was the nurse's father. not technically, but yeah.
He ate him and took his form.
Right.
Now, after during the flashback when he was Bob Gray and the daughter Ingrid, her name was Periwinkle.
Yes.
And I'm trying to think. I had a point about.
There was a mother, but she had died. And
Yeah, the
she
mom
was the original Periwinkle.
Right. That's what it was. That's what I was gonna say. When she named her Periwinkle, and then it was like that was mom's character. Okay, that's what I was gonna talk about. The Periwinkle character was originally her mother, and she took over that role of Periwinkle.
So that was pretty much the end of that flashback. So now we get back to the black spot situation. By this point, all the white guys are in there with their guns drawn and all that. Now I don't know why, for the love of me, they didn't think this is on an army base that the black people would be strapped. So the black guys, they all pull their straps out.
Yep.
So they all just standing there, guns at each other. Then the sheriff's like, you know what? We don't want no problems. We're just gonna go.
Yeah.
Our bad. So he leaves. That's when they chain up all the doors and they
Fire.
what are they called?
Firebomb.
Molotov.
Firebomb. Molotov. Yeah, they use Molotov cocktails. And they stand at the windows with the shotguns shooting in them as people try to like jump out the windows.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
That was fucked up.
But that was that was a real scene. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's America, right? 1962 and before that, and probably even a little after that. That's what America was. So, I like that they threw that in there. That they put that in there. They didn't just kind
You
of
like this? I saw a lot. Some people felt like that was too much. That was too far.
Well, I like that was because remember that wasn't in the South. That's in
No, that was Maine.
Yeah, there's no Derry, Maine or whatever, but that was in the South. I mean, it was in Maine. It was in New England, and it was the time. So I thought it was, and it was sad, but I thought it was. I'm glad that they put that in there.
Yeah, I thought it was spectacular writing. Like I really did.
Oh, it was great.
If you're gonna make a timepiece, you can't leave that part out. You couldn't have the black family moving to all white town and everybody just getting along and stuff like that in that time. You know what I'm saying?
With what the guy was accused of, with how bad they wanted to find him and how bad they wanted to believe that he was the reason that happened, it made a lot of sense how their reaction was when it mixes in with the fact of what the time period was. And that's pretty much how they probably would have responded back then. Like that was spot on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was important that and so you mad, you personally mad watching it, but you also, there's this other thing that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That you find out at the end of this scene that it was a whole that she used that.
Oh yeah. It was all part of the ritual.
Yeah. She used that those bigoted ideology. She used that against them, and for her own, purpose, for her own selfish purposes, not for anything racial. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She was just trying to
feed
her dad at that point, because at that point she still thought it was her father.
Oh yeah.
Because that's by Neiman.
Yeah.
So the black spot is engulfed in flames. Some people are burning. Some people have been shot because they're trying to get out the windows. A Pennywise pops up and he starts eating people.
I thought that was dope too. Him in the fire. I know it's a morbid scene. It's a morbid thing going on. But I thought it was that he was just in there and he was just eating people. Just, just right in the middle of the fire.
Now, by this point, a lot of people are dead. Then we see Richie become the realest ever.
Oh, that was tough.
No, I wasn't ready. I had a Denzel tear. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I was gonna say,
That was tough.
don't lie to fraud, and you come on, man. You put your pointer finger in the corner of your eye during that scene. Tell the truth. I
I
was
wouldn't say that it got me that far, but yeah, it was really dark and morbid. It was, man. I
It
really
wasn't
was
morbid
hoping he
because
made
he
made it.
oh yeah. But it made sense what we find out later. It made sense.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So while the building's on fire, he puts Marge in a trunk and then he lays on top of it. So, if debris comes down, it doesn't just crush her right away. And he's like talking to her, trying to talk her through it. What's my man's name from The Shining?
Oh,
Halloran.
Halloran. Halloran, he uses his powers. He talks to a ghost because a ghost Indian chief pops up and he asks her how to get out. So he's talking to the ghost. He finds a way out. He gets Ronnie and Will out. Hank's in there trying to get other people out. Then Halloran sees Pennywise and they start talking. What did he say? Hey, Dickie. He said something to him like that.
yeah.
No, that was a lot. So eventually the fire department comes, they put it out. Richie's dead. Marge is safe in the trunk. Will and Ronnie had got out. Leroy and his wife, they weren't even in the building when it all happened. Everybody else that was in there died except Halloran. But before the fire police, you see the white racists, they're watching it. They all pull off slowly but surely. One guy stands there and, as it's burning, he starts to have empathy, which is like, where was that 20 minutes ago before y'all did all that?
Yeah.
See, beautiful. That was fucked up. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
I forgot when I asked about the tears for the more morbidity, whatever.
I
forgot it. Yeah, I forgot who I was talking to when I was talking to Defrauding.
Oh,
73rd, they'll cry.
Yeah.
So what else? Okay, so while they're all outside, then the nurse was married. She had a husband. He had a small scene. He ain't missed nothing.
Yeah.
So he's out there. His car won't start, and Pennywise is just slowly walking up behind him and just slices his head in half, eats it like it's an apple.
Yeah, that was a good scene too, because he just holding it in his hand and
biting like it's a piece of fruit.
Yeah, just biting into his head.
Talking to Inga, well, she's dressed up as Periwinkle, and she's like, "You're my dad," and he's like, "No, I'm not. Your dad's dead inside me."
Yeah, she said something like, "Where's my dad?" He said, "Oh, I ate him." What you do?
Yeah.
He's like, I ate him.
And he's trying to go sleep because the ritual's complete. Like he's up for. Did it say how long he did his thing, or that's something it didn't answer how long he does it? We just know it's every 27 years.
Yeah, they might have.
Shut up,
missed it. Yeah.
Dang. So anytime he's in his eating cycle, something big and crazy has to happen, like the fire at the black spot. So after that, he goes to go hibernate. But before he leaves, she pisses him off, and he opens his mouth and shows her the 3 white lights, and it
dead lights
petrifies her. Yeah, the dead lights.
The dead lights. Yep.
And just petrifies her. So like I said, the fire department said they put the fire out. The kids that were there, they see Richie, they're hugging him, they're crying. Army guys get there, they're taking all the bodies off of they're taking them off the base. EMS and all that finally get there.
right.
So Howland, while he's on his way out, he finally speaks to the Indian chief, and she tells him that the pillar is buried at her gravesite. So he then tells the general, "I know where one of the pillars is." They go dig it up. They finally find it, and then that's when we find out the general's true plan. He wants to destroy the pillars. He wants it to be free across the world.
Yeah,
he wants to use it in the Cold War. He thinks that you can control the people with fear.
Right. And Pennywise takes Will at the end, right?
Oh yeah. Well, hold on.
Oh
So
man.
they're trying to destroy the pillar, but Leroy pulls a gun on the general, and then he tells them we got to do this, blah blah blah. That whole speech. So they're about to get it off the machine, but they turn it. It's too late. It falls into the thing, and they destroy it. So when they destroy it, Pennywise just is like sitting in a pool of blood and body parts. He just opens up his eyes.
Yeah, he's like buried up to his was it
It
under
was his eyes. It
his
was his
eyes?
nose. It was just up to his eyes.
Yeah.
He just opens his eyes, and then it just ends there.
Right.
Which I wasn't mad at that ending because that was like, oh well, like you said, he ends up taking Will.
He called him first on the
With the
phone,
death lights.
pretending to be Ronnie.
Yeah,
He always started off nice, and then some of the shit he starts saying, he gets a little dark right before and he was standing was like on top of his fridge or something like that. Like
yeah.
corner top of his
Just
fridge.
dropped down off the counters.
Yeah, hit him with the dead lights. Ronnie gone.
Now the opening scene, I like. Did you catch the Miss reference on
Oh
the
yeah,
episode
yeah,
8?
yeah. I was like,
I did not know that was a Stephen King one.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't know either.
I did not know that was one of his. Like I've seen the Miss, I just didn't know that was him.
Which had one of the most. It was a
Oh,
good.
that's the most twisted ending in the world.
Yeah, that. Oh man, but
I wish they'd have gave us an extra 5 minutes out so we could have seen how dude process that.
yeah. I don't know. He might.
Because it just ended, and it's like, well, is he okay? I mean, I know he's messed up mentally, but like, what's going? I want to know what happens to him after this. Like,
Shit, he might be the. I'm joking, but he might be Jack Nicholson's character in The Shining after what he just did and had to. Oh man, that was terrible, man. Terrible how that ended.
oh no, that hands down most messed up ending. Because never mind, we ain't gotta get into it. But yeah, shout out to the Miss. Oh no, the last episode, beautiful. It was good. I still think the one before that was better just because we finally got like Pennywise backstory and everything. But nah, that last one was good. I ain't gonna hold you. So, like I said, we see the Mist come take over the whole town. It's just a big shadow because the barrier that the Indians put up with the show. Okay, we missed this part. So he came out of the space in a star. It exploded down in the sewers where they see him at. So then there were shards or whatever he was trapped in, and that's what they used to make a barrier around there to keep him
Right.
trapped in, so he can't like take over the whole planet.
Right.
And they like
Right.
buried him like all throughout there, so like that's why like the chief was buried with it.
Yeah,
So when they destroyed it, they opened it, and he could like go wherever he wanted.
yeah, basically like electric fence, invisible electric fence for like they have for animals, basically.
So he takes over the whole town. Now, did it go straight to the school, or did something else happen?
No, I think it went straight to the school. He just the mist went all through the town. You seen the lady in the mirror. I mean, in the glass with that look, and then that
Oh
look.
yeah, the dog. Yeah. Beautiful. Yes, he ate that man. Yes.
Oh,
you don't just eat children. He ate that man too.
Yeah, it was.
What I really wondered about was so what were they trying to say with the Mist though? Were they trying to basically allude to the fact that it himself causes this, or is it the fact that it is one and the same as those kinds of creatures that are found in the Mist? Like, how does that work?
Well, he's from it's from outer space. I mean, outer space. It's not from this earth. So I'm thinking it's kind of maybe not necessarily one and the same, but of another planet.
This is how I looked at it, DC. I looked at it like Jujutsu Kaisen, like that was his domain. Because if you think about it, he was bigger and had more power. Like he had all those kids floating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it.
See it.
Because, like I said, he seemed more powerful. So he goes to the school. He has the principal like on some ventriloquist stuff, which that was crazy. That was hilarious. He has all the children go to the gymnasium. They're all there. Then that's when he shows them that he's killed the principal and all that, and
And
he uses the
threw
death
that
lights
man's
on
body
all.
to the ground.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, like it was a doll too.
yeah. Ripped his through his
Good boy.
eye. He stuck his fingers in his eyes and just pulled his head off and kicked it like a football.
Right. Super disrespectful.
Threw the body down. Did a little song.
Didn't he do
Did
the
the
dance
dance.
too?
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
the
he
dance.
did the thing.
Did the dance. Did the song. And say, hey, y'all come with me. Drop the dead light.
They all started floating. So the girls all go to their old clubhouse and they link up. So it's Ronnie, Marge, and Lily. They tell Lily she's been acting funny, but they don't realize it's the shard yet, or the pillar, whatever they call it at that time. Oh no, beautiful. Yeah. He got him the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, don't play.
You didn't see the bloody handkerchief, beautiful. You thought he had a bloody nose.
Yeah. And he said he did it too. He said, oh, I ate him.
So the girls, they go to the school, see everybody's gone. They see a trail of blood. They decide to steal a milk truck and follow them. So they following all the kids. They end up crashing the milk truck. Shocker. So that's when the girl drops the little shard piece, and one of the other girls is about to pick it up, but she like freaked the fuck out. So that's when the three of them start fighting over the shard. They're telling Lily like, "Yo, it's making you go crazy here. Just give it here." Yes, beautiful. He was trapped in Derry. The Indian people. You watched it. Remember when the Indian people were burying those little black shards like in a circle? It was like in a cage to keep him trapped. He can't go past that circle. But since the army people destroyed one of the pieces when they found it, it broke the cage and he could go do as he pleased.
Yeah, he was able to get
Right.
at least into the town, and that's what the mist or the fog just was him taking over and bringing darkness to the town because you see like the leaves and stuff like that dying and all that. So that's
Yeah, the water was freezing. It was cold. It was snowing.
and they disturbed his sleep because he was going to sleep.
Yeah, he was
Right.
in hibernation.
Yeah.
So the girls, they end up figuring out it's the shard. So they're still following the trail of blood, but they're passing the shard around so it doesn't mess with them. They eventually catch up to the kids and they're on the lake, but the lake is frozen solid. Now, why was he stopped? I don't. He had just stopped his little cart. I don't know. He just stopped it.
Did he stop maybe because of the I don't know, was it the shard that stopped that it was behind? I don't know.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. He just, I don't know. He just had stopped. So the girls, they went and found Will, and they were trying to pull him down. And then that's when Pennywise popped up and he yanked up Marge and like threw her away from him. And then that's when he went up to her and said everything that he said to her. He told her that her son's him and his friends are gonna kill him in the future or the past. He said he doesn't know. It all seems the same to him at this point.
Yeah, that's what that was like the biggest reveal.
Oh yeah. Then he gave her the missing poster of his face and all that, and showed her his name was Richie.
Yeah.
And he was really trying to kill her, but she ended up getting away. However,
What's the name? Dick Halloran got into
oh yeah, they put up with guns and started shooting.
yeah.
I don't know, but like I said, that was just a good little plot twist because I heard people online saying that was his mom, but I don't
Right.
remember seeing that movie.
And then because at one point did she say this earlier? I think they gave it was like a little Easter egg where she said I'm gonna kill this fucking clown or some shit like that. And that was like a
Right.
nod to him.
Yeah.
She said that before they disclosed that she was his mother.
Mm-hmm. So she finally runs to the girls. They get to Will. They pull him down, and Ronnie gives them a kiss. And for whatever reason, kisses bring people back to life when it comes to the death lights. And like you said, Holland and them would pull up. They were shooting at him. And what happened? Something
I
happened,
think
and
you
he just
forgot a
froze.
part.
What happened?
Didn't Halloran get into his mind?
That's what I was gonna say. He froze, and that was because Holleran was in his mind.
Yeah, that's why he stopped.
Yeah.
Mid
Yeah,
bite,
he
he was about to
froze.
bite her. He got into
Yeah,
his.
he was about to bite, and he just froze. And Halloran had him thinking back to the Carney days, but he like it was the entity, but it was living Pennywise's life.
Yeah, got slapped in the
Right.
face.
Yeah, he had none of his powers. And so while he's frozen, the army has pulled up, the generals pulled up with some guys. They have shot and killed the Indian son. They shot, did they shoot? Yeah, they shot Leroy in the leg. The general told them to take out whoever it is. Don't let the kids get the shard. Okay, they were going to the lake because the one shard had been destroyed, but the kids had the backup one and they had to put it on the tree stump.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. That's why they were on the lake.
Yeah, he was trying to get to that spot, and they needed to. He was trying to get beyond that spot.
So while the army guys are trying to go in and get the shard, the general gets the bright idea to walk up on the entity while it's frozen. And he's just looking at it. He wants the guys to come with him so they can catch it. So by that time, it realized that it's Hollering playing with his mind. And then that's when he like unfreezes.
Yeah.
And him and the general lock eyes. And he just kind of goes like, and he's like, "Oh, I remember you."
Yeah, he was
so
gonna walk
remembered
away. Yeah, he sniffed him on the way by him.
Because at first he wasn't gonna mess with him, but then I guess he liked the fear. So
yeah,
he hits the general real quick. The kids take the shard and they're trying to rush it to the tree stump because they got to put that on that so they can shut the gate again. They're running towards that. It's trying to get to them. Leroy's shooting it. So it turns into a bat-like thing. It's trying to, well, as the kids get closer to the tree stump, I don't know why, but the shard's like a magnet pushing away.
Yeah.
So they all working together trying to get it to touch that, and that's when he's trying to get to him. They keep shooting him down, but he gets close enough. So as he's about to swoop in, that's when Richie's ghost comes in and helps them touch the tree stump at the last minute. It destroys the entity, I guess, and it closes the gate. No, it closes the gate, so he has to go back to where he was and goes back to sleep.
Yeah, and then he was taking his time though. He was skipping, playing games on his way out. He could have, on his way to the barrier, skipping, looking at him, talking to him, bullshit and stuff.
That's his thing, though. You feel me? That's his thing. He likes to talk and play with his food.
It was right on par. I enjoyed it.
Well, the reason he did it because it was pushing them away. They couldn't get to it like they thought they could. But that's on him. He fucked up. So they touch it. He gets sent back, and then everything kind of goes back to normal. All the kids stop floating. They tell them to get off the river to go back to school. What happened? So everything goes back to normal. Ronnie and her dad, they end up moving out of Derry. Will and his parents, they were about to move, but then they end up buying Rose's farm. So that explains how they had a farm and the butcher house and all that in the other one in the movies.
Yep.
Richie's
funeral.
Richie's funeral. That was another sad one. Yeah, they had Richie's funeral. God damn, I don't know why the fuck I keep forgetting his name. What's his name?
Which one?
The army dude. The psychic.
Oh, Tricky
Dicky. He's there, and he lets him know that he's good. He's okay. He's at the funeral. He tells his parents that he's behind y'all right now. What happens? Yeah, no, I mean, that's it. Lily, everybody says she's not crazy no more.
Right.
And then it just ends, with Will's family getting the farm.
Now they got the farm, and then they fast forward to not fast forward yet. They didn't fast forward yet. They go
I forget that?
Yeah, they go to Juniper Hill, and
the daughter is there.
Yeah, Ingrid's there. And
now, did you recognize that was the lady from the movie?
No, I wasn't.
You didn't catch that?
No, I did not. I
Oh,
did.
I caught that off rip because I remember she was like, I was a daddy's girl and all that. Which, now in hindsight, it makes sense because it even showed like him and like, what I'm saying? Like, as he looked like his Bob or whatever.
Yeah, well,
Now that scene makes sense.
it made sense because but I didn't pick up on it. I know when I watched them, and then I'm like, shit, that's right. When I watched the movie, when she went to visit her, when she was older, she saw like the pictures or something like that. When she turned into that freaky big old lady inside the house. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, the old lady was the lady at the asylum,
right,
Ingrid.
right. That's what I was saying. But she had the pictures in the house, and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I forgot about the pictures. That's why I didn't connect it. If I would have remembered the pictures, I forgot that I didn't realize it was her daughter, his daughter, until that they ended it. Once they ended it, I was like, oh, how the hell did I not remember that?
So, like you said, the ending is they're in the asylum, and you just hear this man crying. His wife is in there. She just, self transition. And so Ingrid's walking down there and she gets to the room and it's the guy and his daughter in there. And the daughter turns around and look at Ingrid and it's Beverly Marsh
Beverly
from the
Martin.
movies, the young one.
Yep.
And it was her mother who was self transition and her father was there. And Ingrid, I forget what Ingrid said to her, but she just looked at her, smiled, and said something. And
She
it
said,
just ended there.
let me see. Nobody was it? Nobody in Derry. Hold up. Let me see.
Nobody there remembers anything or
Nobody.
died. Nobody there dies,
Yeah, never
really dies.
in Derry ever really. There it is. Nobody in Derry ever really dies. Yep, that's it. Nobody in Derry ever really dies. Now, needless to say, I'm gonna tell everybody to watch it. If you looking for something to binge watch, I definitely tell you to watch this. And especially if you're a horror head, if you like horror and storytelling,
Oh no! If you like the story, just watch it. It was good.
you like
You don't
storytelling.
even gotta watch the movie to watch the show. You can watch that after. Like this will
Yeah,
probably make you want to watch the movie if you haven't watched it.
yeah, yep. I would, yeah, definitely, because they lead right into it. They go right into it. Like drop you right off, and well, they do it in 1988. So
Yeah, it's 27 years. No, they like I said, I think it was show of the year for 2025. It was really good. Story was good.
yeah,
They touched on everything. Like I said, they really made you feel like they was in that time and era with everything. Like, nah, that was gore, good story.
it had everything.
The psychological, even had the supernatural. That hit a lot of checkpoints.
Yeah, emotional, everything. They made you care about the
Oh yeah.
characters too. That's important. If you don't care about none of the characters,
Mm-mm.
you know what I'm saying, it's just it's just some meat getting cut. You know what I'm saying? When you care about the characters and you want them to win, that was a big deal.
There's the first episode in itself and how all that went down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they got me from the first episode. They got me from the first episode, um, and I'm a fan of Stephen King anyway, and I'm definitely a fan of it and the whole Pennywise thing. I'm interested to see what they do, like because the further back you go, like the weapons and the time frame are less effective, and maybe even people's thought processes, like probably more superstitious when you get back to 1935 or when you get back to 1908. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see how that plays out with the ghosts and stuff like that.
Same. I can't wait for the 1908 one because I know that's going to be like an Indian based one.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm curious to see how they tell the story through that.
and probably they'll probably how they had like in this one it was like a racial element. There'll probably be like an element of like people thinking like witchcraft is going on and stuff like
Oh,
that.
for sure.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with it. But all in all, man, from episode 1 to 8, I watched every minute of it. There was never a time where, matter of fact, at the end of every episode, I couldn't wait to get to the next one.
Oh, facts.
I was like, I'm And I would they did it because like they did the first one, the first they rolled out like 2 episodes maybe.
Yep. I hate when they do that.
Yeah, they did 2.
Just drop it all.
Yeah, it dropped out. Yeah, yeah. And people was gonna watch it. People was waiting for it. Uh, when you make those because those it chapter 1 and 2, when you make those let's see. Oh good. Didn't think I was like button. It was good. Oh, but okay. All right. I don't know why it's here. You got it. Yeah, yeah. I said what I said. It's good. It's good. If you not squeamish, if you like a good story, if you like, they had everything in there. Little, you know, they had married couples, um, kids, military, the racial element, supernatural, and then throw in people getting killed. If you like a good horror movie, like what I'm saying, it touched on everything, a little bit of something for everybody. But if you a fan of it, now I said what I said. Did you watch it chapter 1 and chapter 2, or if you didn't, this would be good for you to watch and then go watch those because it drops you right back right into episode into chapter 1. Okay, all right, do your thing.
But stream or skip, I would stream.
Stream for sure. Stream for sure. Big stream. Now, I know you watched the Primate. I'm gonna go check
Yeah.
that out tomorrow.
It was good. I mean, Beautiful said she hated it, but I thought it was good. Like I said, for the storyline and what it was set up to be, I thought it was good.
Yeah, it looked like it's tense and scary, and I know now. What is it? A chimpanzee?
Yes.
Oh, and I know like them things are brutal.
Yes, sir.
Like they eat your face in your private parts. Like they matter of fact, there was an attack.
No, it really happened.
Yeah, there was an attack in Connecticut. He said he goes to
She's a hater, bro. It's good. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know why, but you didn't like about it, Beautiful. Just out of curiosity. I mean, what did you expect though? That's why I think people go in there with like high expectations. Like, hey, literally, sure, it's just a monkey going crazy. Just murking the whole family.
Yeah, and them things again, man. Them things are brutal. They, I guess you could train them to some extent, but
oh no, he was, they raised him. He knew sign language. He had a little tablet that talked. Now, he was family.
until he wasn't.
Yeah, that's what happens.
They had that chimpanzee in Nope.
That was stupid, Beautiful. That movie was stupid.
Yeah, it was. I liked it, like some parts of it, but it was. I like some parts of it. I can't say that I liked it, but like I loved it. I liked it, but
I'd have rather they did the monkey side of it than the alien side because it was like two different movies and stuff. It was.
Yeah, I don't like that. That alien that I don't know what that was. Like a big kite.
Yeah, then you never even got the solid. All you knew is it just pooped metal.
Yeah, it just I couldn't. Yeah, overall I thought the story was fine. To me they left stuff on the table, and I don't like. I had a problem the way the thing looked. Wasn't it like I don't know. I didn't know, like, was it a horror movie, was it a thriller? I know it's pinged as horror, but it was only one time that I was like, I like the hairs on my neck stood up, is when the kids played that trick on talking about Nope, when the kids played the trick and like they was aliens. and he was
What
in the
trick?
barn. Remember when he was in?
Oh yeah.
That's the only time where I was like tensed up. That part. Other than that, it was kind of like it's like, nah, it just was a movie. You didn't see it, okay? Beautiful. Didn't
I
see it.
gave up on Jordan Peele. Don't waste your time, beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you see his version of Candyman?
Yeah. I just
Let's do it. Come on, let's do it.
it was just missing something for me. I just
You wanna know what it was missing? I'll tell you what it was missing. You probably didn't even realize it.
what's that?
You didn't see not one person die in that movie.
Maybe that's what it was.
No, you didn't see nobody die. Nobody got. You didn't see nobody get a hook through them. Nothing.
Yeah.
The story was good. That was my only complaint with that.
Yeah.
Candyman and nobody die.
It was just.
I mean, people died. They just didn't show it.
It was just missing. It was just missing. It just like you know what I'm saying. Where you just waiting for something and it just never showed up. Whatever it is, it just wasn't showing up. And to me, the first one is one of the best movies, one of the best horror movies to me. Yeah, he said stupid couldn't get through it.
I mean, the story was good. The plot was good. Them bringing up all them people and stuff, that was good. Like bringing the mom back from the original and all that, that was good.
Yeah.
Even tying all that in, great writing.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna show people die.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in the 90s, we saw them lease the bees on them. Someone put the hook through the officer's head. Like, you're not gonna show me nothing.
And part of the main thing about the original Candyman was Candyman talking.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing, it was just like an okay movie. And they threw a little nostalgia in, but other than that, it was nothing there for me.
That almost killed the whole like sequel 20 years later for me.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? They're making like sequels now to like classic movies.
I mean, if you can make a good movie, then I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? I watched it was a sequel, but I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Ah, yeah, that was
God.
that didn't make sense.
I was just like, this is bad. It was so bad that it was bad. It was bad 15 minutes into it, and I just kept laughing and saying, this is bad. It's bad. I actually did that was I actually reviewed. I watched it in real time and recorded myself watching it because I was gonna upload it. And that's the first thing I try to upload. And YouTube was like, so the way they do it, they'll say copyright material and they'll give you the time frames. They'll give you it was like from minute 2 all the way to minute, hour and a half, like that whole thing in the middle. So I didn't feel like chopping it up. I did chop up the first. That's the thing. I chopped up the first 2 reviews of Welcome to Derry, and it worked. The third one was when I gave up on it, and only because it's a lot of. So you watch the movie, and then you got to edit it down to 10-second clips, and you want to pick the clips that you think.
Yeah, like the best one.
Yeah, you want to, but you also don't want to, give away the whole thing. And then there's music that's copyrighted. It's like, so I couldn't, after that third one, it took me like 3 hours. I was like, I ain't doing this shit, man. I can't watch the 2-hour movie and spend 3 hours editing it. And then they tell me, nah, I'd rather do this live. I know it just was like, because I work on the weekends most of the time, and I know you was available on the weekends. It was just like, we ain't gonna never get none of these reviews out. But we happen to have some time this time around. So
Y'all worked out tonight.
yeah, man. So like I said, I'm gonna watch Primate, and then I'm gonna do that too. Do you prefer the spoiler joints? Do you need? I don't even know how to do something that's not spoiler. To be honest with you, I don't know how to like
a real movie. It's like a non-spoiler.
Like I don't know how to review a movie and do non-spoiler review.
No, you can do that. It ain't too bad.
No,
I mean, you gotta just like chop it down like 5 minutes. You can't do like an in depth, but like, nah, you could definitely,
yeah,
yeah. Nah, Primate, like I said, it was good. Started off strong. Like I said, the plot was good. Like this wasn't one of those like, this is stupid. This would never work. It's like
yeah.
the way everything was set up. Okay, yeah, that could really happen.
No, beautiful
I'll
ain't
give it that.
beautiful is not feeling it, and I agree with you on this one. Uh, Candyman 3. That
Oh
was
yeah, they sent them to New Orleans.
oh
No,
my.
it wasn't New Orleans. That
New
was that was
Orleans
a
was the
Cinco
second
de
one.
Mayo shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
New
yeah.
Orleans was Farewell to Flesh. It wasn't great, the second one, and I guess because the first one like set such a high standard, and then the last one was just like a straight to like cable movie, so
Ah,
they didn't even have a chance. Like
remember them movies?
I saw Candyman in the movie theater. The first one, I saw that in the movie theater.
But that'd have been hard.
Yeah, seeing it's like and the movie theater sound surround and everything like that.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That was back, before they had all the extra seats. That was when you had to get there early to get a good seat.
yep, yep. And you see me in chat, give a thumb. Oh, okay. I know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Beautiful. You can't. What beautiful? What did you not like about it? Like, what was so bad? Like, what did you think this was gonna be like the movie Congo? Like, what did you think? Like,
Conga.
I'm just saying, like, it was a wealthy family. They had a pet monkey. Some stuff went down, and he turned savage.
Yeah. You never know what could turn them savage. Was it like
And it was only an hour and a half. Beautiful. They didn't even try to force it and make it two. You feel me? They got right to the point with everything.
you said everything? Damn. It's beautiful. Did you care about any of the characters? Did you care about the monkey at least? Was you sad for the monkey?
Beautiful. You didn't like the death scenes? I feel like the death scenes were good. Death scenes didn't look. They sometimes they look cheap, CGI. They did not look like that.
Yeah. That's
And you
what
can tell that's where the budget primarily went to. Like, oh man, she tripping.
that that cemetery scene in Welcome to Derry. It was it reminded me of like kind of like Goosebumps. That kid kind of
Goosebumps.
like it didn't, what I'm saying, it wasn't, what I'm saying, it just, not that it needed to be scary, but I remember like watching like them Goosebumps things with my kids, and just looking at it like, yeah, this is not even scary for kids. And that cemetery scene was just like, man. But the rest, like I said, that's a small, you talking about 2 minutes of 8 hours of movie of show, 2-3 minutes. And it wasn't the whole scene, it was just the ghosts, the spirits. Just was yeah, I could have done without, but it's a real small detail on that. That was just me being nitpicky. She don't like anything about him, bro.
No, she tripping. I'm telling you, gonna watch it. This wasn't that bad. This was all right. I'm telling you, it is. I don't know what the fuck she saw.
Only with the best friend I felt some type of way. And at first I didn't like the chimp, but the way.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that. The monkey, okay. I will give you that. The monkey probably could have looked a little better, but I mean, hey, what you expect, beautiful? Did you see the house? Did you the location? That wasn't cheap, all right? But I'll give you that. The monkey didn't look good.
Yeah, maybe they spent the budget on the location.
No, I mean, I did not. It wasn't a real monkey. Like it was a monkey suit. But I mean, again, like it for what they needed it to do, it did the job. It wasn't a cheap monkey suit. I'll say that.
I'm getting I don't know, a Cujo but a monkey. I'm getting that kind of feel right now. Just from
maybe.
Did he get bit by a oh damn, she said it's a Tubi movie.
Now you tripping. Now you tripping, beautiful. Stop it.
A Tubi movie. Wow, beautiful.
Wow. She called a Primate a Tubi movie. If you know how much money that motherfucker made, and it even got good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, which that never happens.
Oh yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is. Let me see. Rotten
It
Tomatoes.
wasn't cheap, beautiful. Don't do that. It could have been more, but it wasn't cheap. Like,
If Rotten Tomatoes is usually pretty good.
well, I would never go based off anything they say because they always wrong.
Oh, they gave it a 79. That's not bad. And yeah, I don't want to read the reviews. I just see the score. I don't want to do that. Might get some spoiler. Huh? Oh, I can't believe you didn't see it. You a horror head. Your name is Gory B. I'm surprised you ain't seen it. Thanks for stopping in, though. Appreciate you for stopping in. Okay, cool. Yeah, and it's available to binge. I think you're gonna like it. Do you watch Gory? Do you watch? Are you a fan of the It or Stephen King? Yeah, that's probably the best way because the way they rolled it out, I think 2 episodes and then one after that. Hated it. Yeah, I think it'll be good, Benjamin. Okay, so if you love Stephen King and if you like, did you watch It Chapter 1 and 2, the 2017? It's the same director from those. I think he's at least the producer is anything. Let me see, Andy. Did he do all of? I'm trying to think. He do all of the It's Welcome to Derry. He developed it in. Okay, so I want to say. So he developed the It films. Did he direct? I'm trying to think. Did he direct? I think he directed. Let me see. Welcome to Derry directors. Because it felt like the movies. Like it had.
Yeah.
He directed multiple. He directed the pilot, and so they had 3. Let me see, 2 episodes, 1, 4 episodes. Got directed by other people, and
I got one for you.
What's that?
If they didn't get the actor to come back to play it, would it have still been a hit?
You know, I think people tuned in on the back of
him coming back.
Yeah, because he did such a good job, and his Pennywise was a totally different Pennywise. Yeah, so if you like it, then if you like the It movies, then you'll like this. But if he didn't knock it out of the park, because again, it's a total different Pennywise than the miniseries on TV. Totally different Pennywise, and then like little cool things like his eye moving, like his eyes actually move like that, like to make him when Pennywise does a cockeye look and one eye goes the other way, his eyes actually move like that. His facial features. So I thought he did a good job, and I think that was probably like when people heard that, when you hear that the director is doing it and you bringing back the original Pennywise, I mean, that right there, you're like, okay. But I can't see anybody else doing it. Right. And the truth does, like all of that is him. So you knew you was gonna get that. What did you think of the transformation with Maddie when he was doing that little spin around the pole, his head pop?
No, I like when they do that. They did that in the movies. I like when they do that. Because it's just always funny to see how they go with it. How, like, the red hair just pops up and the face just like wipes off like paint.
Yeah. And then in the fake clown head after he got his head shot off. I thought that was funny. When what's his name? When he's the grandfather in it. And Gory, it's a lot of it connects. So I think you'll enjoy the connection to those movies because it connects directly to the episode. It chapter 1. It connects directly to that. But they also give you a lot of outside of it connecting directly. They give you a lot of family. A lot of lineage in there. So.
My only complaint with chapter 1 is like, well, I know they didn't know they were gonna make a show, but I wish we like could have seen more of Richie's mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, I get it. They didn't know they was gonna do a show.
Yeah, this is but again they tied it up nice and neat, like a nice little neat bow. So I ain't mad.
I know. Like I said, this is one of the prequels that I enjoyed. Yeah, phenomenal job. This team gets together again, I will probably watch whatever they do.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna again, like I said, they're doing that. They're going. I think they are they only just doing 2 seasons or 3?
No, they're doing 3 seasons.
Seasons. Okay, so are they going? Wait, next
just being such a hit, I'm curious how it's gonna work.
Yeah. What boy he ate?
Yeah, what black boy did he eat?
Penny ate black boy. I really liked him. Which one? Trying to think.
No, I'm saying I don't remember meeting any black ones in the movies.
Trying to think. Who did he eat?
He didn't eat Mike. And he didn't eat Will.
And and I'm trying to think. Did he eat it? I don't remember. No, I don't know. I don't remember which kid you talking about.
You must have watched the Tubi version of it.
Yeah, she called him Penny, so she got a nickname and everything.
Penny had green hair and braids. God, who the fuck up out of here? I said the little boy ate Pennywise like the clown. What you talking about? Nah, nah. The boy ate the Pennywise the person, but nah.
Yeah, nah. That's what he was talking about. He was saying that at the Pops, he got the Pops to fuck up out of there. Bob Gray.
Yeah.
Pennywise got Bob Gray up out of there. Yeah. And I said so some of the things I knew the name Bob Gray. I knew about the turtle, and they didn't go.
Yeah, I knew about the turtle.
Yeah, because I thought it was gonna play more a significant role. I guess did they use turtle? What did they? Something else happened with turtle.
The turtle's like its mortal enemy.
Yeah. The I forgot the name. It starts with an M. Turtle references. Let me see. Welcome to Derry. So, Bert the turtle was a school mascot. I remember the turtle charm. Oh, okay. So turtle shells were buried as part of.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And Maturin is the ancient is a cosmic turtle in the King Macroverse. It's a counterpart to it and a guardian in the Dark Tower series, which I heard the Dark Tower books are good. But I think Miss Murph was saying the Dark Tower movie, didn't do the book justice, which if you don't do a mini series. It's hard to do a book real good. Bert the Turtle.
Check it out. See what it's about.
Was that Dark? You saw Dark Tower?
No, so I have to check it out and see what it's about.
Okay. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I said what I said. I'll see you around. About to shut it down. Appreciate you for stopping in. Appreciate all y'all for stopping in. This was but this wasn't about y'all. This is about us just chopping it up. So I definitely appreciate y'all for stopping in.
Oh yeah, shout out to everybody that came through. Beautiful. Said what I said. Gory B, Murph, DC, pulling up.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, man. Any parting words?
We all float here. We all float down here.
I like that. All right, y'all. We about to be out. Y'all have a good night. You anything you want to you looking forward to? I'm done. So I'm gonna see Primate tomorrow. I'm gonna check. Probably get like an early.
Just hit the community wall and tag me and Beautiful after and let us know.
Okay. Let me see. Do they want me to set an outro? Yeah. Do y'all have it in there? Dirty. All right, y'all. Peace. Thank y'all for stopping in. And I'll see you next time. Again, for the record, we both believe you should stream it, extremely stream it, binge watch it, and then y'all can come back to this video and leave some comments on about how y'all feel about it. All right, peace.